Shotgun chippy. Yo, girls like instant, girls like clubs. Girls don't like you, girls like us since 1980s.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast. We're so glad you decided to join us.
Hi.
Man, you sound so happy.
It does, yeah?
Like, what happened today, bro?
Is that such a bad thing?
Nah,
Okay,
I
fine.
was just asking.
Thank you for
Is
joining
happiness
us.
not an accepted experience anymore now or something?
No, I just asking. Oh, you sound happy. I like
It's your
it.
girl, my
The real que-
Yeah,
Weezy.
thank
Really?
you.
Really now? Really?
Yeah.
Who do we have?
The real question, Carlos, is are you not happy that his happiness is...
Bro, be quiet. Anyways, it's Prince Carlos here. You know what I'm
Chief
saying?
Olosoji in the building too.
It's Young Jollof Rice, Noah Gabriel. What's up?
Yeah, baby. Carlos finally gave up on them kids. He's back in the building.
Yeah. We haven't seen you in a minute, man.
You got a babysitter tonight?
Wait, hold on.
He's stressed.
Nah, my chair went down. So I was listening to the other episode.
Yeah. What happened?
Huh?
Yeah, what happened?
So you said something about
About
I
what?
had kids, huh?
Children.
Yeah, cheering.
Hey, shout out to my Weezy, bro. She was like, "Yo, he's not here to defend himself."
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
like,
the one.
You know.
That doesn't mean
got
she
you.
said that
That's
you
my
didn't have
G.
kids.
I said that.
But at the same time,
was
she was
me.
just like, "His kid is real cute." You know what I'm saying?
Could have laughed at
The
it.
But nah, hey.
situation.
It feels like I haven't been here in a minute, but hey, man, what's up? I'm back. I feel good. The kids are well.
Yeah.
Are they fed? They're
I'm
fed?
joking. Now, my niece, now she's dope. You know, we've been going for walks and that. So, you know, good stuff.
Now the guys
I don't know
made
why
it
you just
running.
told us all this.
You guys asked me where I've been.
I don't think anyone asked where you've been, bro.
No?
Nah, man.
Anyways, how y'all feeling?
But it's good to see you. Nah, it's actually good to see you, man. Yeah, fam. Nah,
Yo.
we feeling good out here, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys doing anything crazy, man?
chilling.
What are you guys keen for before this year wraps
Christmas.
up? Okay, I didn't even get to wrap up the question.
That was the question.
But that's every year. Like,
yeah,
that
I don't
literally
want to. I
happens
don't
every
want to
year.
hear that answer.
Why?
I
What's
mean,
wrong
we
with
want-
that?
Literally next week is December.
Nah, break it. Why would you put a timestamp? Break it down further.
Oh,
Well,
dang. Next week is December.
Dude, next week is December. I mean, like, what else is happening?
I don't know. Like, what goals have you set before the end of the year wraps up or something? What's dope that you want to see yourself kind of achieve, or you know,
In 1 month?
Yeah. It's like people that set all these resolutions to start the whole following next year, but it's like you still have another 2 months.
Yeah, I remember Ben Bowler a couple years ago posted something on like the 31st of December.
Yeah.
And it was like, while everyone's, finished for the year and, deciding to just focus on next year's resolution and stuff, I just sold 15 Rolexes in one order.
So he's just continuing.
Wow.
Right? And he's just like, bro, this doesn't stop. Like,
Yeah,
you can do something right now.
Yeah, you
You know?
can.
Yeah.
Or you could still be working on your current goals still.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
that's
I
what I
guess
mean.
people say that because that's the time where everyone's like on break from work
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's
Which
like
is
time
exactly
to
why you
chill.
should step up.
life.
Nah, not really.
I
Because
think
if
it
you're
is.
if you're doing like
Last
let's
night
just say
was
you're doing you're doing an office job, you're working 9 to 5, and then you have that 2-week Christmas period where you're off. It's like that's your time to relax. So people are like, all right, we're starting fresh.
I think
next
you can
year,
work
and
an
that's
office
it.
job and still relax every single week that you have your job, though.
Yeah, but then some people have kids as well, and there's other commitments that you have during the week.
Yeah.
So it's like it just becomes busy and packed.
They're
Before
probably-
you know it, weekend's gone, and you're back
Yeah.
to the office on Monday.
They probably don't have enough like alone time.
Yeah.
Like you said, especially if they got kids, they definitely don't have
Okay,
alone
as
time.
a father, tell us, what's it like?
Wait, who you looking at? Because you're looking at Daddy when you're asking the question. Are you looking at me?
All right, but listen to this, though. Listen to this, yeah. With all of this talking about 9 to 5, all of this, your kids are crazy commitments and this and that, right? When you're living the life that you want to lead, though, these things aren't crazy, though, right?
What
Like
things?
to you, they're crazy and all that, but it's not strenuous.
What things you talking about?
What is this guy talking
All
about?
right, so
don't know,
now
man.
raising your
Look,
kids,
I don't know.
Now listen, raising your kids, sure, it's busy and all
It's
that,
not
right?
crazy.
Listen, wait, hold on. Raising your kids, yeah, it's busy, it's hard, it takes effort out, but those are still your kids that you're raising. Like it doesn't feel,
Yeah.
it's not a
It's a
burden
joy,
on you.
it's a
Yeah,
joy.
No, we're not
Same-
saying it's a burden or anything.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So
We're
I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. Like all of this
It could be,
resting,
though.
it
You
could
don't
be.
know.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're raising and you're moving in all the different spheres of your life, optimally, right? Because this is where everyone's trying to get to, correct? Yeah. Then you don't need this rest time. It's like you're able to manage all of these different things that you're I'm trying to keep my composure. This guy's loud. You're able to manage all the different things that you're involved in or part of, right? And it's not like it's not taking anything out of you while you're doing
I
it.
think it is. because if you also look at it in terms of like your parents and all the people, they sacrifice like their hobbies and all that extra stuff as well. They even sometimes sacrifice alone time. You know what I mean? Because like when I look at my parents, it's even hard for them to have alone time. You know what I'm saying? Unless like we're not home or whatever. When I come back from work or whatever, and then after I see my dad by himself at home because no one's home yet, that's his alone time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Otherwise, that he's all surrounded by us, or when he goes to work on Saturday, his friends all come, let's go do this, and he's involved a lot in soccer, so blah blah blah. So it's almost like to have that alone time, he doesn't really have it. And even like we spoke about it last time, our parents sacrificed their
That was
hobbies
a long
as well.
time ago. You haven't been here in a long time, man.
Huh? No,
I
like
said last time.
ages ago, like
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
4 or whatever. We
Oh.
spoke about how our parents
Don't have hobbies, and they let it.
they don't have. I mean, they
let go.
sacrifice their
Yeah.
hobbies because now it's like, okay, I got a family now.
I don't know, bro. I think
the-
I've seen it in a different light, though. Like, I don't think I've seen that in terms of sacrificing. I've seen
But-
people balance it.
but also
that's
look at
why-
this.
That's why I don't want to continue always playing into this thing of like,
But
you're not able
but-
to be busy, but
Yes,
still
I
be,
agree.
but
And
still
enjoy
be
life.
enjoying it and
No,
moving.
I mean,
Like,
you can always
because-
enjoy your life.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're not talking about not enjoying. I mean, you can be looking after your kids. You can
Yeah.
be working. I mean, you can all like you can say, I'm actually living my best life.
You can't do that unless
But-
you're not mentally right.
but
though,
we're
so-
saying like the alone time that I'm thinking of at least is hard to have that now. Because also think about this: you got kids there, but you also have a wife or you got a husband as well, right? So now it's like going on date nights or going getaway weekends or whatever. So now it's
Yeah.
like if your time's not with the kids, it's now going to be put towards your partner now because your partner's like, hold on, I'm your partner, right? So you still have to treat me
Nah, I
on
don't
that
know.
level.
I feel like as you grow up in life, all of this personal alone time, talking like you need a whole day away or a day by yourself kind of thing. It's like as you've learned your own different coping mechanisms, as you've grown up, as you've matured, that one drive to work is like it's bomb. Like you've thought things through. You've listened to whatever like, audio book you want to listen to, whatever interview or whatever. It's like as you're growing up, you're not needing all of this. It's not like everyone can still take personal days or whatever, right? But you guys are making it sound like you're not able to still work on yourself,
Like day
whilst
to
you're-
day.
yeah, like
nah,
every
surely
day
you
basically.
can.
Nah,
Yeah.
In fact, that would be
yeah.
the most work on yourself that you'd ever do.
Mm.
Because like the reality is the number of holiday days or whatever that you're gonna take in a year always are gonna be less
Yeah.
than work days or busy life days,
Yeah.
right? So you've got to find a way to squeeze that into things. So if that's I catch the bus to work, then you read in that time, or you listen to a podcast, or you listen to a sermon. I don't know, whatever you do. But it's like you're gonna have to fit things into every day more than wait until I'm on burnout and then
And then try to take a day or something.
let me try. It's that whole thing of why not eat right before you need to start taking medicine,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, that is
Like,
that.
it's one of those because I was talking to one of my bosses as well, and we're talking about like the podcast as well. It's like, yeah, I love your podcast. I just haven't had time to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
what?
no. Like she loves it. Like
So she doesn't.
no. She listens to here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, you definitely gotta listen to this episode. She's like, okay, cool. I'll check it out. Right?
And she didn't check it out.
But no, she checked it out. But she was like, oh, to be honest, I actually don't have time to actually watch or to actually listen to it. Right?
That's not true.
No, but listen to this. It's like when she's at home, she prefers to spend that time with her niece or with her nephew, with her granddaughter, and
Okay,
so on.
yeah,
so,
of
right?
course. When she's
But-
home. What does she do when she's in the car?
But that's what I'm saying. That now, this stuff that we're talking about, you have to add it into something that you're already doing, which means that it's hard for you to go out of your way to do it when you're home, if that makes sense, right? So you can do it when you're doing a trip somewhere, yeah? When you're going for a walk or you have to walk to a mate's house or whatever, put on your headphones and then put on the podcast, yeah? That's how you do it, right? But then in terms of you being at home and you actually trying to find a separate time to actually listen to it, that was a challenge.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
But-
need that in life.
No,
I
but
think-
I'm
look,
saying,
real quick,
but
yeah.
I'm saying, but having that is nice instead of like, oh, I'll
Yeah,
listen
it's
to it
nice, but it's not
when
practical
I'm
for-
having that trip. You feel what I'm saying?
So you're trying to say that you don't need that alone time?
You don't need, because I feel like we've made it sound like we play so
like
much
you
to this
can't rest
entrepreneur.
and recharge
Yeah,
unless
we-
you're lonely.
Yeah, and we play so much to this
Secluded.
entrepreneur kind of lifestyle that everyone wants to live in terms of you're only free until
Hustle
you
24/7.
Yeah, until you're not even free until you run your own life or something. You're not working for something. That's when you can now plan different things out. Or even like you're working 9 to 5. The weekends is the only day you're resting. But like I'm saying, yeah, I feel like I don't even know how we got to this or whatever. But in my mind, I'm feeling like people or all of us need to realize that we need to like, because I actually did this with work at one point. It's like sit down for once, look at everything that you've got going on, prioritize or whatever, suss out what's taking. Is your mic OG, bro? Suss out what's taking too much time, what doesn't need to be going on. And like once you've actually laid things out, you're able to do everything you want to do, like
You know how many things
in your day or week or whatever.
Yeah,
Aren't you doing that in like your alone time when you're by yourself?
No, you're. I'm just saying everyone should be able to once you just decide to plan out all your. I'm not, bro. What are you saying?
No, go. Continue.
I'm just saying everyone.
Yeah.
Once you realize that you plan everything out, you realize you don't need to always aspire to try to reach this whole alone time thing. This whole like, I need this self-care. All of this self-care day thing. That's good. That's good. I'm not knocking self-care days and that. Right. All this self-care day thing that I'm seeing around as well. People don't realize this is a daily thing that you do in terms of looking out for after yourself every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't even know I can't remember what triggered this whole line of thought, right?
Yeah.
But when we're talking about 9 to 5 is crazy, looking after your kids is crazy, church commitments is crazy, sports crazy. It's like, but these are things that you're going to be probably doing because you're enjoying them. That's why you wouldn't get into it in the first place. Also, with the kids, these are your kids as well. You're enjoying all of that too. So it's like, even though these are busy things, even though you're plugged into all these different things, you're still able to like look after yourself as you're doing this because it's not a negative toll in your life. But I don't know.
No, it doesn't have to be negative. You can have like a full week of good. Like I had a full week of like good stuff. I had amazing meetings. I had good time at work. I met good people and so on as well. But that doesn't mean that after that amazing week, go back to it again and do the same thing.
It gets overwhelming.
Yeah,
like
negative,
and
positive.
not overwhelming in like a negative sense that it's like, oh my gosh, I have all these things back to back. Like I'm hating it. You can be doing something that you love for a whole week straight,
But you
and
still
then
need to.
Yeah, and you come to Sunday and you're like, I need to just sit down and relax for a second. And doing that by yourself is good because it's like, okay, I can reflect. I can just go back and just see all of these things that I've achieved. I think it was Mel, who was on our podcast. She had like a really full on crazy week. I think it was like a few weeks ago. And then it was on a Sunday or something where she was home like for the first time, just literally relaxing. And she's like, she's using this time to just go back and reflect and see all the achievements that she's done and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting alone time because I also think of it from like a new parent's perspective as well. That's like that period of time where it's like you have a new child in your life, everything, you've got to
Everything
revolve
revolves
around
around
that
them.
child.
Yeah, that's the
It
thing.
becomes a lot, especially because this is the first time you're doing it,
Yeah.
and it can become overwhelming. Obviously, that's your child, and you love them, and you're gonna, do what you can for them. And people don't sleep when you have a new child. Like you do not sleep. You wake up every 2 hours during the night, and sometimes it's like, I just want to give them to my parents to take care of them so that I can relax.
Yeah, look,
for
all
like
I'm
a
trying to
moment
say
or
is
something.
that we need to get out that mentality in some ways and realize every day is a day you look after yourself. That's all I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
bottom line kind of thing.
Nah, yeah,
So
But
that
then
you-
it's hard.
so-
but
no, no,
it's
no,
hard.
No. But
we're
little,
talking-
I'm talking about little things, yeah, because then you won't have to always feel like you get into that point of like, you need that one day now, because that can be a day that's never attainable, to be honest, or never reachable. And then you end up in a spiral of just now looking at everything that's positive in your life and the negative aspect. All I'm saying is like, let's people like whatever life they're kind of living, whatever schedule it is, realize that try to add little things as you go on in your day. How do we even get to this, to be honest?
No,
This
but
convo.
look, I mean, during the day, if you can, if like let's say you're at work and then you have like a 2-hour break and then you go outside, it's a nice weather, you're at the garden. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, if you have those kind of breaks where you can actually have like those alone time or whatever,
Yeah.
and that's beautiful. You probably don't need like a full day to sit back and let me try to relax, right? But if you don't have that kind of time, why smile like that? What a creepy cat.
I'm listening. This is good.
But if you don't have that kind of time, half an hour break is not enough for you to kind of be like, oh snap,
Yeah.
let me reflect. You know what I'm saying?
I think one thing I'm starting to see is super valuable in relaxing in a sense and stuff is eliminating tasks from your day to day that you actually don't need to do, right? And finding an alternative way to do it,
Yeah.
right? Or even handballing it to someone that
Yeah.
can, and not
Yeah,
being
yeah.
lazy with tasks and just giving them off to whoever you can. But it's sometimes it's like, bro, I actually don't need to be doing this task right here, right? Like this could totally be handled by someone else or by a system, or like, let's say, I don't know, you are Like there's a app that does whatever you need to get done that always takes 5 minutes of every day, but you just pay, $3 a month and it sorts it out for the whole month, right? It's kind of worth the $3,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because then over a month, that's 150 minutes.
Yeah.
I was even gonna say like knowing your limit, like don't have too much on your plate that it's like
Yeah.
I can't get it all done, or like you're up all night because you have to get this done. It's like take on what you can, and if you can't, like don't be ashamed to be like, hey, I can't do this. You know, if it's a project, give it to someone else.
Yeah. And obviously, like with the alone time, that comes in different forms and shapes. We're not saying sitting down on your couch. Example, go and get a massage for like a full 45 minutes. That is alone time, right? You are relaxing after a good week or after a bad week, right? Go and getting your nails, toes, whatever it is, getting those stuff done is alone time. You feel what I'm saying? Just going by yourself, going to relax a little bit, go to treat yourself, going to a hot spring, go relax, you know what I'm saying? Go for a swim, going for a walk. Those are the alone time that we're talking about. We're not talking about like just sitting in your room and saying, oh yeah, that's alone time. This alone time can help you a lot. You feel what I'm saying? And I think being able to do that, it definitely has an impact on your week, especially when you're starting again. And I think you definitely need that, especially if you're going to sacrifice your hobbies at that age. Yeah, you definitely going to need something like that to replace it.
For sure.
This goes in line with
Well, speaking of social
There we
media.
go.
I don't think we were talking about social
Oh,
media.
wait, trust.
We're talking about breaks, but yeah, carry on.
Idris Elba
Yeah.
and Carlos Abdallah have decided this week to step away from Instagram.
You just have to decide to step away?
Be honest, yeah, you
Don't
only
act
stepped
like you
away when
did.
you saw Idris do it. Huh?
Bro, this guy's so cat, man. Idris Elba decided to step away. I look
he
at his
on the-
laptop screen. He's on the
No,
page.
He's
I
on the-
literally just found out like just then as well. Like
Okay.
I didn't know that he stepped away. Like
Damn, you're stuttering a bit right there.
I
bro.
didn't think
I did
social media will impact
My
Idris.
babies
Come
are
on,
calling.
bro. Well, yeah, I didn't think social media would impact him. Like, bro,
He's a
Talk on
celebrity.
why do you think social media wouldn't impact him?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
You think that
Some
he has
background,
people running
some
it
background,
for him?
right? So
He
it
said
says that
but-
he's
but-
stepping away from social media because it makes him feel depressed.
Okay.
yeah, that's deep.
Oh, I thought you were gonna continue.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all he said, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Wait, so
yeah.
depressed in what way though? Like, I need to understand the context of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he
Yeah.
feel like he's not achieving enough? Does he? I need to understand.
Maybe it's expectations or
I mean, from reading it so far, he said like when he wakes up, he uses his phone. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like I said, remember last time we were talking about it? People wake up using their phone, people go to sleep using their phone. Like the long-term effect on that can cause depression. You feel what I'm saying? Because next thing you know, you're sitting there for like a couple of hours, you're just on your phone, like, bro, that has an impact on you.
Yep.
So we're not saying technically the stuff that you actually see on social media. We're not saying the photos. We're not saying any of those stuff. We're just saying
The attachment.
you going on your phone the first thing in the morning. That's a problem.
So yeah, when you said that you didn't think it would affect him, what did you mean? What do you mean by that?
But that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out like how, because I know social media, how it affects people, and one of them is that they look at all these big time people and say, I'm not on that level.
Yeah.
Or I don't have that body, or I don't have that kind of money. Oh man, this is bad. Like, this guy is younger than me and they got all the money in the world, or they got this house and all that stuff. That can cause something on you, like, oh snap, I'm not good enough, right? But I'm just trying to figure out someone on that level, his level. I mean, I'm guessing he's got the money to buy whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think
And impact as well.
I think it would be the opposite for him. It's like, or maybe it's actually not that different from us, but the same way like a girl, a 16-year-old girl feels like, oh, I didn't crack 100 likes.
You think that kind
He
of
might like that could actually happen, like for somebody with so many millions following or whatever, and it's like, dang, no one's showing love on these photos,
Word.
right? Like I'm not
Right.
even getting 300,000 likes anymore, or whatever, right? Like because
I don't know. I don't feel like that would be his thing. I feel like it'd be more of like what people say
that too,
towards
that
Maybe.
too.
him.
maybe what people
scrutiny
say,
or
but
anything.
I think going back to what you're saying, I think it's more of the attachment now. It's not more of the content that's being on social media, but just more of the attachment that he's got on social media now. It feels like he is not being productive now with his day or what he
But
does.
with what Mar was saying, I think that's pretty true as well. Like the amount of like hateful and crappy comments that you would get on the daily, and humans are also weird when it like those obsessive fans where it's like, because he married recently,
Yeah.
right? And it's like,
Yeah.
I hate your wife and
Oh, yeah,
all that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. Because what's her name? Haley Baldwin used to get it all the time with Justin Bieber as well, and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Like that would actually be mad annoying, like
Would be.
and borderline depressing at times.
I mean, going with the whole like stuff as well. Didn't they?
Remove likes.
All the
Yeah,
trying it
You
in
can
America.
still see though. You can still see the number of likes you got.
Yeah.
It's just other people can't
Other
see.
people.
Sort of,
But
right?
that's what I'm saying,
But if I
like-
go on the desk, like you can't see on a mobile. But if
Like
I go
on
on
desktop,
on
yeah, that's
desktop,
what I
I can
said
see how many
before.
likes you
Yeah.
guys got.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. But this is the thing as well with the
Everyone's
whole
gonna
like.
start using Instagram on their laptops.
This is the thing as well with the whole
It's
likes
crazy.
thing. Like
I'll take a
sometimes it's like, okay, I don't have that many likes, but that's okay because only you know that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I know. I mean, as soon as they remove likes, we saw people uploading photos.
Anytime.
They're more confident now, right?
Yeah.
In terms of timing, whatever. Which
That's true.
means that
People started
it's-
posting more.
yeah, which means that it wasn't so much for them, but it's just so much for other people to see that the amount of likes that they have,
Yeah.
right? So I'm thinking it's like if I upload a photo, I get 20 likes, then I wouldn't care because nobody knows I got 20 likes.
Yeah.
But then if I upload a photo, I got 20 likes, and everybody can say I only got 20 likes. Now that's a little bit of a different story. So I'm just thinking if that is the case, I'm thinking like how does that impact him because no one's gonna see that anyways.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Idris Elba, I really doubt it's the likes because the guy's a pretty cool guy.
I-
Like,
he
he's
looks
It
not
ain't-
a-
it ain't
He's a
about
great
all
human
that, yeah.
being. Just a beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh,
Honestly. He's a very beautiful
yeah,
man.
she went right with
Now
that
she's just
real
trying to be
quick.
like funny, like by dragging.
It's not meant to be funny. Like he's actually a
And
beautiful
a homo,
man. Just
but it's
saying.
beautiful.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Cool.
of course.
Yes, again,
Damn. This podcast
I don't
just
think
went to trash.
again. I don't think it's what's being presented because he even spoke about Twitter over here, and he was just talking about like he just wants to get the news.
Yeah.
Like I just want to get the news and jet. You feel what I'm saying? So again, like with the whole social media,
You know what I find crazy? I never even
not
thought
sure.
that they even are able to see because the amount of influx of comments and whatever that they get
uh,
on a regular.
uh,
I never even thought that they'd be able to see
like see it.
these comments because it's just you're getting that many. I doubt they
They don't
even
go
really
through it.
even when celebrities even reply to each other. I'm like, how did you
see it?
that they commented? How did you?
I don't know how it works.
It's
I don't
top
know how it
comments.
works.
Because you're just getting mad
Yeah.
comments
Wait.
in, even with the hate and stuff.
no,
like,
but
But you
that's the
can
thing.
limit the amount of comments now. I think
You can allow like for if you go on Drake's page, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he's allowed
that's
it
exactly
that
what I was thinking
only
about.
people he follows can comment.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right?
see,
Which
that's
is it's not a bad idea to be
Yeah.
honest. Like
That's an
especially
amazing
at that
idea.
point. But I know like I remember with Wale, I used to be really active on Twitter like when I was in high school, right? And Wale used to he always has flack for like responding to negative comments and all that kind of stuff. And I remember once he was like saying like it's not that there isn't as much love, right? And or whatever, but it's just that negativity really stands out for some reason. Like
Yeah.
it's not just that it stands out. It's like if someone says something against your character or like insulting, your art or whatever, you feel like you need to defend that more than you feel like you need to say thanks when someone says something good about the exact same thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Bruh.
like when someone comes up to you and like they're like, I don't know, like that's a great album. Cool. Someone comes up to you and they're like, that's a trash album. What the
Yeah.
heck? It's like, hey, no, it's not a trash album. I'll explain why. Right? And that was his thing all the time. And so it's the same kind of thing. It's like you think they wouldn't see in this like sea of common stuff, but when you're scrolling through and then the word like hate just pops out and you're like, wait, let me see
Hold
that
on,
again.
What's going on here?
Right?
And I think you're right. I think negativity definitely does stand out. You know what I'm saying? And everyone tends to focus on that negativity as well. But I'm also thinking if you're a big time celebrity as well, you got like over 1 million followers, whatever. Bro, you have to have some hate comments. Like, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, of
Like, there's no way that everything's going to be so... Like, bro, you know humans, bro. Like, some humans are funny. You know what I'm saying? Someone just going to come and like, oh, man, what a child. Or, example, on his latest role on that movie, on the Fast and Furious franchise thing, yeah. I know someone would have commented on that, but like, bro, that was so trash, or
Yeah.
what kind of acting was that, or whatever. Like, someone's gonna say something, you know what I'm saying? Even if this goes to be number one or album number one, or no matter what it is,
Yeah.
someone's always gonna come and say, bro, trash. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
So then now, what can we do about that? You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's my question. It's like, where do you stand with that? You know what I'm saying? Because like you're right with that. Imagine everyone saying, "No, you're funny, and then I come and say, "Bro, you're annoying." Bro, you're gonna think about that like the whole time now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So then, now to what extent can you like distance yourself from that kind of negativity?
Mm.
It's hard to.
With that, why did you take a break from Instagram?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Me?
Negativity?
Yeah.
Nah, no negativity. It's all love in Insta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. Like I was,
Because you still have Snapchat
huh?
and Facebook.
Yeah, but Facebook, I don't talk on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like I don't go on Facebook newsfeed and that.
That's true. Sorry. None
Yeah.
of the other apps are as like sticky as Instagram.
Yeah.
Like Instagram, you always want to be back on it.
Cause sus this year, or Snapchat.
Yeah.
If I watch everyone's stories,
Let's finish.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You know. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But with Instagram, I watch, bro. There's 1,000 stories. on
and then I
Instagram.
start stalking people,
What?
and then you start
Sorry?
looking
Yeah,
at celebrity
bro.
pages, and
Cause,
That is true.
bro, you're watching basketball stuff, and then now you're looking at other people's stuff, and then you're
Basketball
doing
wives.
1,000. I don't know how, but you're doing 1,000 things. Huh? What you say?
Said basketball wives. I don't know.
Yeah.
He watches Working Mom, so I don't know. Yeah.
Shade Room.
I don't know. But
Nah,
see,
stuff that
bro,
account.
go down, do like read amazing quotes and that, and I watch like a lot of workout videos as well.
Yeah.
For
You know what
like,
really
my workout.
messed up Insta that turned it into the potential to have the YouTube kind of rabbit hole effect is someone will put up a story, someone else's story. You click on that person's story. Now you go look at their account. Now you click on their story. Even they've put up a post that someone else has uploaded. Like
Yeah.
it just.
It just keeps going, keeps
Fam,
going.
like I remember I'd start. It's funny. You start off on your own homepage. You look at one of your friends that you're
So
following
bad.
story. Even today it happened. I was about to send the photo in actually, and I ended up on a random celebrity I've never even
And I'm
heard
like,
of.
how did I get on this?
And then I was like, wait. And you know, because with Samsungs, it's like this is how I know how far back I've gone. Usually, so the bottom is where you have the like
the
home,
go back
the
button,
search,
yeah.
all of that stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the actual Instagram icons how it's got the like,
Oh, yeah.
the home as in your page. You've got the explore page,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
Once you click on someone else's story and you start to keep going down the path, that
It
bar isn't
disappears.
there anymore. Yeah? I'm finding myself going back like 7 times before I end up back to the homepage. I'm
Yeah. What
like,
you
which
doing,
rabbit
fam?
hole did I
Hey,
go
what you-
down? Little stalking maybe. I don't know.
Happened before.
But like this is like it's like whoa, and I'm just like what? Even sometimes I found myself that I've exited the app and I click back on it again. I was like, wait, what just happened? And I have to I'm like exit.
all the time.
Like nah, this
And
is
then you
mad.
just throw your phone down.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, like, I don't need this. Because this is what it is, yeah? Most of my notifications comes from Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, I turned off my Snapchat notification, so it's like doesn't pop up. Like I have to go on Snapchat to see if someone sent me a snap. So I don't care about that. Yeah. So, but I'm saying like when I wake up and I turn on my phone, I'll scroll. It's all Instagram, and then maybe like a couple of Facebook, and then Instagram. Yeah. So then for me, it's like when I wake up, I was always on Insta. Like I always on my phone because Instagram notifications. You know what I'm saying? But then now the fact that I eliminated that. When I wake up, I don't have those notifications anymore.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't have Snapchat notifications here. I only have Facebook notifications. And I can always kind of look up that later on as well. Because Facebook notifications is not one of those where I gotta reply right now. You from
When you're not able to just train yourself to not go on it, like just discipline. Wake up in the morning, don't look at your phone, and don't go on Insta.
That's actually hard.
because
It's
okay,
hard, but it's doable.
there's this thing about habits here. Obviously, like what the habit I'm trying to implement is that not to use my phone within the first couple of hours after waking up here. But the thing with habit is that you have to. People think that you could just eliminate the habit if it's there. Example: not going on my phone when I have Instagram. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to change the environment in order for you to implement that habit. Yeah. So, example: let's say that you're trying to stop drinking soft drinks. Yeah, but let's say that in your room there's soft drinks everywhere, cans. Are you gonna stop drinking soft drinks? No, you're not. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, like I started using that. So example, I want to drink more water now. Yeah.
So I walk through
So-
the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no
So I'm
evil.
thinking like if you're in the midst of the stimuli and you're able to withstand it, have you not conquered it stronger?
Nah.
No, but
nah.
you need to get away from it.
people
first.
people think you actually can face.
we just drowned.
You people think you can actually like. What did you say?
Nothing.
What happened to him?
I don't know what happened.
What happened
But
to him?
this is what this example. I'm trying to drink more water, yeah, because I'll snap. My intake of water is trash, yeah. So what I did was I went to buy like a whole box, like bottle of water, and it's just in my room. right? So then now when I'm studying, I go to water bottle, I pick it up, I start drinking water, yeah? When I'm leaving the house, there's a water bottle that's ready for me, I take it. So then now my intake is up to like 3-4 liters in about a couple of weeks. Why? Because you change the environment. And that's what it is with habits, yeah? You have to change the environment in order for you to...
3-4 liters a day.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I thought you said 3-4 liters in
Ah.
a couple
In
of
a
weeks.
week.
That's what I said. That's what I thought he said.
Bro, that's my little car. What you saying, bro? But no. So in a day, I'll drink up after like 3-4 liters, and that's been
Same.
going on for like 3 weeks. Why? Because I changed the environment. But let's say I eliminate that. I don't have water bottles laying around
Yeah.
and all that stuff in my room.
You're gonna forget.
How can I do it? I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
now, as a humans, we're trying to make things as easy as possible for us, right? So then now, if I'm not,
You know damn well this guy's got water bottles all over his car now.
bro, like actually I should do like in my car, house, everywhere, yeah. So then now, another habit I was trying to implement was okay, Carlos, don't use your phone, yeah. But the things I always use my phone. Why? Because of Instagram, yeah. So what I have to do is I have to change my environment. Take Instagram away, and guess what? Now I'm waking up, I'm not touching my phone anymore because Instagram is not there. You feel what I'm saying? And that has to be with everything that you do. You want to implement a habit. What you have to do is you have to shift your environment in order for you to have that habit.
You know what I found the funniest thing like ever, bro? Like to this day, I still laugh whenever I see people.
What?
So you know Snapchat streaks.
Wait, what?
You know Snapchat streaks,
Yeah.
Fam, this I still can't. Like this is the funniest thing ever to me,
Yeah.
bro. When people will put up a whole ass story
Yeah.
or send people snaps saying, "Hey guys, I'm trying to take a break from streaks. You know, I've got exams on now. I've got exams on now, and I really need to focus." I'm like, hold on, bro.
That's one of those things that I just never understood when it was happening.
Bro, when I used to get those, bro, when I got this, I'm like, bro, you crazy, bro. Like,
I only sent it back if I liked you.
yeah, this is
But-
this
it's
ain't no
like,
commitment.
Like.
Yeah.
It's like they usually say, send me your number or something so they can stay in contact with people. That's why you do it.
No, but like I know what you're saying because people do actually say,
Hey, I'm stopping streaks now. I need to focus.
go away. Like, just don't send me snaps. I'm fine with it. Like, I ain't heartbroken. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not even that. I'm even thinking you're talking about sending one snap a day. Like that was
Too much.
too,
Like you just need to take one photo and then click all your contacts and that's it.
and you're done. for
That's
the day.
like a minute.
And you're done
Take
for
a
the
photo
day.
of your knee. It's all black screen. That's it.
And then that's that.
I
But
don't know.
people would
I
always send, "Hey, I need to focus."
actually
right
used to
now."
be like pretty active with the people that when we used to have streaks.
Yeah.
We used to be pretty active. We didn't like send streak and then streak or whatever. Like, you actually used to interact. with that,
Chat.
Yeah, and then after next year, I was like, man, there's
Okay.
too many streaks going on, and like I'm trying to stop using my
Don't do that
phone,
face, bro.
so I just cut that Snapchat.
Yeah, as well now.
Huh? No, like
So you still do streaks?
no, bro. Like actually, Snapchat is dry, bro. Like I don't talk to nobody in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just upload here and there, and that's it. Like I don't send Snapchats to nobody. No one sends me snaps. Nah, like I want you dead ass serious.
Wait. So, bro, did you just lose friends or like?
No.
you don't have Instagram now. Now no one sends you Snapchats.
No,
Like,
because
and you're angry, Noel's happy, and that. Like,
no,
Wagwan.
no, because
You know
look,
I
yeah,
can-
because look, yeah, because look, yeah. Obviously you saw me like I used to have like 1,000 of streaks. You know, I always just send Snapchat to people always used to send me snaps. But it got to a point where I was like, bro, this is so useless, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's
Like,
actually the most useless thing in the world.
Hmm?
It's the most useless thing in the
yeah,
world.
I was just like, man,
And then when it's when the timer comes up and
Bro.
and suddenly you see your phone, someone keeps sending you like 50, like quick. It's like, bro, shut up.
hey, for me, I'm not gonna lie, like with some people, like
Oh, I
actually
think we exposed Daniel.
no, no. I ain't gonna front yet.
Oh.
These two, they're taking us. Look, I'm not gonna lie though, yeah. I actually liked having streak with some people though, right?
If you
some
like
people,
them,
no, wait, what? Like them,
like,
like
if you
just
thought she was cute.
no. I don't care about if they're cute or not.
You know what? Our streak is how many days? 700 and something days. So if I see that timer, I'm gonna send him 50,
I wanted to stop it
50
so many
snaps.
times.
Now for me, you know what I did, bro? It
Just
was
do
so
it.
hard,
Huh?
yeah.
Just do it.
No,
Yeah, man.
'cause
No.
I'm done. She's lost it so many times and sent Snapchat an email.
Nah, yeah. I know some people that have
When
gone
you
that
get
far.
to like 300 plus, why would I give it up?
Because this is the thing. I was actually up to like 400 at one stage, and I was like, man, I like this, but it's time consuming.
Yeah.
That was the only problem. Like I don't have a hold on. Like I don't have a
Wait, I
problem.
thought we just said it takes a minute to send a snap. How's it
No.
time consuming now?
no, because look, no, I
this
don't have a
guy
streak
wants
with
to
one person.
like personalize each response to everyone.
No, like
Ah.
I
He's
had
on the
a,
ropes.
I had a lot of streaks here, and a lot
Yeah.
of them would also reply back to the stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I reply back, they reply back, and then this person is replying back, and I'm like, bro, you know what I gotta do? I gotta cut all these streaks. You know what I'm saying? Like I like how the streak with y'all, but let me cut it off.
That's
Marwan
it.
might be the third funniest
Great.
person on this podcast.
So rude. You got Jakes here. Anyways, what
Who's
you
the last?
got?
Who's the last? Who's the last?
Speaking of Elon Musk and Tesla,
We know.
You gotta be smoother than that, fam.
I'm sorry. He's doing it on purpose
I
today.
know, I
Honestly. This guy's hilarious. Yes, carry on.
did you guys watch the video?
That was the funniest thing
Yeah.
ever, bro.
Yeah. Explain to
What
people
the
first
heck?
of all
So-
who he is, number one, and what he does.
Yeah. Do you want to teach me how to walk as well?
No, because I know you're just gonna jump into the car. Like I'm gonna teach you. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Elon Musk, genius, technology extraordinaire. You know, the man behind the future, possibly. But that was a dope line. The man behind the future. But
Nah, that was pretty bad. Nah, I'm
bro,
playing.
think about it. Behind the future.
Ooh, still trash.
Anyway,
Nah, I'm playing. Carry on. I like it.
yeah. So Elon. Daniel left the scene just so he can get a drink. He's standing behind all the cameras, drinking from the bottle. That's crazy. No, so Elon Musk obviously founded PayPal, founded Tesla, founded SpaceX, all this stuff. The other day, they're doing a showcase of the new Tesla pickup trucks, right? Or utes. In Australia, we call them utes. America, they're pickup trucks. And the guy's proving how durable it is, right? He's saying, you know, this isn't just a cute car because it's Tesla and energy efficient and all this kind of stuff. He's like, no, this is a real durable man's truck, right? Bring out the marketing, head of marketing, right? Gives him a rock. He says, buddy, throw this at the window. We're going to prove that it doesn't smash. The guy throws it. Baseball pitch.
Oh no.
He looks at him and he says, oh,
Oh.
maybe don't throw it so hard. Gives it back to him. He's like, throw it at the other window. Throws it.
You know what's messed up?
Wow.
The funny part is he comes on after. He's like, oh, that's not good.
You know, it's like, oh, at least it didn't break. Or some, at least it didn't whatever, go through it or something, yeah? Fam.
Bro, in a couple hours, his
Oh.
net worth drops $770 million.
That's insane.
That's
This
a lot.
net worth stuff is just fake, honestly. Because I'm pretty sure like 2 days after this, he announced that they've pre-ordered people have pre-ordered 137,000 of the trucks. And you know that means his net worth just went all the way up again.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't even understand why people sell their stocks whenever he does anything at this point. It's like when he smoked weed on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Word. People
Bro, the stocks plummeted. Not plummeted, but they dropped. And people started selling their shares and everything. They're like, oh my gosh, he smoked weed on the podcast. This is going to be a terrible look for the
crazy.
company, all this kind of stuff.
Damn.
The guy is hilarious to me.
So he
Yeah.
didn't do any testing before.
No. They dropped it on a sheet of the same glass.
Yeah.
From a height. So
Yeah.
the testers were on a ladder. They
Yeah.
dropped down the same rock,
Yeah.
it was a metal ball. They dropped the same ball down onto the glass pane, and nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
And then they do it in the car, and it cracked. I was like, what? I thought it was a joke. I thought this wasn't a real.
Yeah, it
legit.
looked-
But when I first
But
saw
you
it
don't know. Like, honestly, this guy could have set it up so that he knows that it goes viral.
on purpose.
The guy's a
Probably.
genius.
Probably.
Today,
actually.
today
Oh,
after
yeah,
watching another
facts.
video, I was like, this was on purpose. Man. I was like, this is probably on purpose.
Like-
just for, because you know,
Because now you get
people
attention.
know that.
You know damn well they would have tried this beforehand.
That's what I was gonna say. He's not gonna
is this the
allow that
only
to happen.
prototype, though, I think. Or?
He's not gonna allow that to happen, bro.
But then why would you risk that?
Because
Like,
it's never
do something like that.
None of this stuff backfires. The guy sold flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers.
Like he literally do you remember this?
Huh.
Like, so he has a company as well called The Boring Company.
Yeah.
And basically they're creating underground tunnels so that you can move through LA and I think it's just LA at the moment, like way faster, right? And as part of it, someone was like, you should sell flamethrowers or something, right?
And he did it.
Yeah, I think it was a Twitter recommendation, something crazy like that, right? And then it's illegal to obviously sell flamethrowers because that's a weapon, right? So he sold them as a parody item. So they're literally just not legally listed as flamethrowers, but they are, right? And they sold out. I think they sold like 10,000 units or 1,000 units or something.
Bro, all you need is a name.
The guy's crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
All
as
you
in
need is a-
crazy in a like scientific
Eccentric kinda
kind of
way?
eccentric
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Tony Stark, like in Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
What do you think is based off him?
No, it's a fact. It's based off Elon Musk.
You sure?
It's a fact. Like he studied his character. Like whoever was directing, or writing the script and stuff, he was like, you should meet Elon Musk and
I think I might have
learn
heard this,
to like
actually.
his mannerisms.
Yeah, that
and
was
stuff.
actually the first time I heard
because
his
he's
name.
that erratic. Like,
Word.
nah, I have a crazy idea. Let's do it.
I need to look into
What
this
a
guy
crazy genius guy,
more.
bro.
I need to look
Honestly,
into
yeah.
it
To be honest, maybe this whole thing was on purpose. Cause bro, right now it's blowing up and it's blowing up everywhere.
Memes.
Yeah, like means like all the news today, CNN, all that extra stuff, bro, is blowing up, bro.
What's Carlos doing now?
He's watching the video.
Oh, watching the video? Maybe I should chuck it in. I'll
Chuck the
chuck it
video
in.
in this. Yeah.
But bro, it's too much, bro.
The funny thing is the guy didn't even have any pad. The guy just did this.
Oh man.
Bro,
Like-
it's just so funny watching Elon Musk. He's like,
I didn't know that's gonna happen, huh? Like right
Yeah.
there, bro.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, speaking of celebrities that would eliminate,
Okay, nah. Today you're cancelled. Today this guy's actually can't. You can't transition things like this, bro.
can you think of one celebrity, which you're like, I'm totally okay if we removed you, or at least, or there's multiple. Obviously.
There's a lot. Like
But,
let's
like,
pick one
but
where
the main one that you're like,
Yeah.
I'm okay if we removed you and all your influence and all your music and all your movies and all your books and plays and
oh, that's so hard.
everything you've ever said.
Wait,
You're
so
just-
like an artist,
Example.
actor, anyone?
if you remove Dr. Dre, then you've also removed Eminem, Kendrick
Eminem.
Lamar, 50 Cent, The Game,
because they
Beats.
started all that. Yeah,
Beats.
I don't care about the beats, but
Got beats on your head right
no,
now.
I don't care about the beats. It's more of the rappers that he
Yeah.
created the
Snoop
platform
Dogg.
for. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I'm definitely not canceling Dr. Dre at all.
Yeah, no, that was just an example.
Yeah, very good example. I like it.
I can't think. Of anyone. Go. Who are you thinking of?
Mine isn't an artist.
Yeah,
Well,
it's anyone, any celebrity.
Floyd.
Maybe
Floyd.
I don't know. I just
Floyd Mayweather?
yeah.
What's Floyd
I
done?
don't I don't really follow him as a boxer and stuff. But
So why do you wanna
he's-
remove
no,
him?
Because like his character and his demeanor online, it just comes across as like very cocky. He's just shallow, like just throws money
Okay.
and just
Doesn't affect
isn't
anyone.
very.
But he's the best
No, but
ever.
it's like what because of boxing.
Okay, but look, this is what it is.
Yeah.
It's okay to say that for you. Like,
But if he's
I
gone,
think,
who?
no, we're,
He's
no, no,
coming
no,
back
no,
next
no,
year.
no,
Not
No,
got-
no, but
He
that's
literally
exactly
announced
why you don't need to remove him because if
Next
you
Wait,
year.
wait, wait.
Bro,
No,
he's
but it's
coming
like
out
we
of
don't need
retirement
that
next
type
year.
of.
No,
Huh?
I
He's
got a
coming out
question
of
for you.
retirement next year.
Out
He's
of
having,
retirement.
he's having 2 fights next year.
Word.
No, but
Yeah, imagine he gets it.
So why was he retired? If
What?
he's coming back.
Yeah, this guy just makes up his mind every now and
but
then.
look,
Yes.
yeah, it's okay. Like I know what you mean.
Like
yeah?
we don't need that type of influence.
No, no,
online.
who's we? Hey, you. Hey.
Okay, me. And
I want
But-
that.
I love-
I need that.
Million billion.
no, listen
I
to this.
love my
What-
athletes cocky.
Wait. No, but listen to
If
this.
they win.
It's
If
not
they
even-
lose,
yeah,
shut up.
fair
You
enough.
can't talk.
It's not even about them being cocky or not. But
Yeah.
That
look,
was
yeah,
a mad line.
the guy was 50-0 or 50-1. Yeah, bro, the guy created some excitement throughout boxing. You know what I'm saying? So for the fans of boxing fans,
50-0.
Yeah,
He's never
I
lost.
was gonna say
Oh,
I
so
don't
50
think he's
yeah,
lost.
Never
bro.
lost.
yeah. So see that like 50-0, yeah,
Yeah.
for the fans, bro, that is some excitement. That's something that's never been done, right? That is history. That is like every time he's getting up to fight, everyone is on it.
Because
You
you're
feel what I'm
either
saying?
like, bro, I want to see him hold this, or I really want to see him
That's the
lose.
thing. So
Everyone
imagine
wants
you
to
just
see it.
and I think obviously with something like that, you also obviously got to be a fan of, not even a fan of him, but a fan of the sport.
Yeah, but I
Right?
can see what you say in
Yeah.
terms of like
Like he's not doing anything.
the real.
But that's
like,
why you don't need to remove
like
him.
that whole the
but
money
it's the-
team and
yeah, like the
being
influence
obsessed
that
with
he just
money
has,
and
yeah.
I feel like
it's-
but if you want to remove someone, it should have some kind of a change or an impact because they've been removed now. So if you say someone like,
yeah, Denzel.
hold on now,
Wait, what?
I think he's thinking of someone more negative.
yeah, but I can't say the name because I might get murked.
Who?
What?
Huh?
I know he's thinking of Hitler, bro.
That's
Wait,
not a celebrity
a-
that's alive right now.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Who are you thinking of?
I thought just thinking
Hang on,
dead or
sir.
alive.
Nah, just
Alive.
alive. Very much alive.
Donald
bro.
Trump.
Who the hell are you
Are
talking
you mad?
about?
What is?
Is
Wow.
it
Who
Donald
said
Trump?
that?
Who
No
the heck?
way, he's thinking of Donald Trump.
Oh, I
Thinking of
think
Donald
Ma-
Trump,
I think
yeah.
Ma just got
That's
the
what I was
podcast cancelled. That's crazy.
To be honest,
I
I
agree
don't know
with that
who
one.
I would eliminate. Hey, no, who would you eliminate?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think.
Daniel, so yours is Donald Trump.
No, I'm trying to think, fam. you mad?
Nah, bro.
We trying to think of something better.
We said Donald Trump and he went all crazy.
I think I see Secret Service outside.
Fam,
see
you
feet.
guys are dead ass trying to get blocked on
Okay.
Spotify, bro.
So Mao is Floyd.
Yeah.
What? Free
I just
Floyd,
think
bro.
it's just unnecessary.
Did you see is it his house with that has the cinemas and the like candy shop and everything?
Yeah.
Far out. I saw that and I said,
Wait,
no,
cinemas and candy shop. That's Shaq
no.
and
Is it-
Tyrese.
No. I remember I sent it to you. I'm
Shaq-
pretty sure there
Shaq's
was.
got a bowling alley in
Right.
his house.
Yeah.
Fam,
He's
even
he's got a Starbucks in his house.
even Drake
What?
yesterday we had like the
Unnecessary.
basketball tournament or a couple
Why
of days
not?
ago, and because he's got the basketball court in his crib. I was like,
Yeah, why not?
Hey, real
We
quick.
have the space and the money.
Let's go back to this here. But someone said Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, what is Starbucks fail so bad in Australia?
Because we have a high standard for coffee.
So you're saying Starbucks is
it's not great at all.
Like it's cheap American coffee. Not cheap, but it's like it's fast American coffee, right? But Melbourne really has a high standard for coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I know
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
It's like we are
like-
connoisseurs,
bro.
right?
Okay.
Can I spell it?
Nope.
I was talking to my friend about it, yeah. And bro, have you guys
Sorry,
tried
you know
Glory
McCafe?
Jeans? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Melbourne thing. That started in Melbourne.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, and then they took it around the world because they were like, if this works in Melbourne, then we can take it anywhere.
Ooh,
Oh, okay, Melbourne.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
this guy's talking
Um,
right at his
Like
cheeks.
Glory Jeans. is
Just-
so wrong.
is it
If
what
I
it's
remember
called?
things from this marketing degree, damn it,
That's-
60K was worth it. I don't know, 30K. I don't
Remember
know
things.
what it was.
Is that Glory Jeans? The
Uh,
coffee.
Yes,
Yeah. Have you guys tried it?
That one's
I
pretty
don't
good.
drink coffee.
I
Man,
don't drink coffee.
top quality in it.
Yeah.
Oh, in it.
They all taste the same to me, and I don't
Oh, no,
like
no.
that either.
Anyways, yeah, that was a little side note. Anyways,
Nah,
let's go
but
back
who
to
can I
the.
think of getting
the
rid
celebrity.
of, man?
What the hell do I not care about? Oh, no, not care about, but like.
Oh, Wendy Williams.
Oh, I know.
No.
Whoa!
Wendy
Go
Williams.
away.
You wanna live?
Get rid of her.
Go away.
Get rid of her, please.
I
Send it.
can't see anything like
I don't.
Nah, get rid of her.
terrible from
Cancel
I
her. Cancel her
was
show.
literally telling him like that's just her job.
Yeah,
There's
That's a
blogs,
trash
there's
show.
people, there's
How can you be
people out
comfortable
there.
as a person to constantly
I'm
that
with
your
this.
job is to poop on
It's
people
to
and their lives?
berate, and like it's not even
That's nothing to be proud of.
like there's nothing nice that's ever said.
Not, bro.
No, there is,
And
though.
even if there is, there's
actually
still bad
is.
things that you constantly say. What are you happy
But
about?
the thing is, she's reporting on news that's happening with celebrities. These celebrities
Right,
are
someone
doing
like
things
her-
that's happening bad to themselves
Hey, to be
already.
honest,
She's
I don't
just
know if
commenting
she-
on it.
No, to
If
be honest,
she
I'm
has
with Ma.
friends.
Yeah.
No,
Huh?
to be
I
honest.
don't know if she has
Nah.
friends.
No,
She
no.
does have friends.
I don't believe it, or at least they're friends that are not honest around her.
Because bro, you're probably gonna end up on the show.
Yeah.
Fam,
but no, but this is- no,
Sit
no,
down
but
and
no,
no.
no.
Look,
No, no,
look,
no, but
listen,
listen,
listen
no,
to me.
if
Allow
you
this.
watch-
Allow this. Sit down and watch the show once.
I've
And tell
seen
me
the
you
show
don't-
heaps,
Tell me you
bro.
don't feel disgusting inside
Nah.
as well, bro. I literally it was on. I went to her house. It was on. No one was even in the lounge. I
It's
don't know
the way
who was
that
watching.
she says things.
Oh,
Like,
bro.
look at this Kim
I was
photo.
like, fam. I was like, what the heck are you doing? You're a grown ass person.
Bro, it's like you've had health scares. You've
Yo,
like, surely
how is
something in
this-
your life must have clicked to go. This isn't worth
Bro,
living life just constantly speaking negative about people.
that's horrible.
Look,
I can't. And anyone
I
that wants
see-
to
no, no,
defend
no,
it,
no, no,
you're
no.
a bumperclad,
No, no.
bro. You're pagan, bro.
no, no,
Get out
listen,
of my-
listen, eat it. And there's a reason why she's up to like how many seasons? Like 14, 15.
Bro,
Yeah,
war.
11.
Blah, blah, blah.
11
Because how
seasons.
bad is the world? We eat into this type
No,
of
no,
stuff.
but this is what it is.
You eat into this type
No,
of
no,
stuff.
listen to this. Yeah.
Stick it to the
Look,
man.
look. It's not like someone is doing good, achieving great stuff, and this is like, oh, look at this person, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's literally people that actually like. Example, yeah, 50 Cent. So his kid turned 18 or whatever. Yeah, so he made a.
Bro,
he
that
made-
guy hates his son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He made a post and he was like, "Man, I'm so happy I ain't paying child support or whatever." Yeah,
Anymore or
and then after
something,
she put it up, and she was just like, "No man should behave like that." Right. So see, it's stuff like
Nah, you guys
that.
are cherry picking.
No. Hey,
it's
for real,
the
though, no, no,
truth.
no.
It's the
No, no.
truth.
No, it's
yeah.
the truth. She actually points stuff. It's like, yo, and it's stuff that is wrong. It's not. She's not pointing at people who are doing great stuff. No. She's pointing at stuff
Bruh,
that.
when I
Cuz,
sat
no,
down, I'm telling you, when I was in Mao's lounge,
listen.
that was not what I was hearing, bro.
No. I've seen her show. Like, I don't really like. her,
You're the
whatever.
same type that watches
No,
Love
no.
and Hip Hop and likes the Shade Room, though. So I can't listen to your
I've never
opinion
seen the
right
Shade
now,
Room.
bro.
I don't know the Shade Room.
This
innit?
is the same group of
But
things.
Bro,
bro.
I'm trying to make you understand in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that it is people who are doing like all this bad stuff or whatever. And she's saying, bro, take responsibility for your son. Bro, take responsibility for this. Bro, do this.
Trust.
Why you acting like that? Why you acting like a child, yeah? And who can turn around and say she's wrong when what this person is doing is
It's
wrong?
literally also,
what's
it's just her
crazy, though?
opinion.
It's her opinion,
For
but the
how
thing is
much
she has
smack
a...
she's talked about people, what she's gone through with her husband in the last few months, nobody ever
No one
deserves
has-
to go through that,
yeah.
right? But that is definitely something that she would have torn into any other celebrity.
Yeah, she would
That's
have, yeah.
in that type of situation, she won't be because I've seen this, I've heard this. She won't be talking about the bad person who's the bad husband or whatever that's doing this negative whatever. She'll be like, sis, you should have seen this and that's a red flag. This that. These are the things she says, bro. I was like, this is horrible. Like you're a horrible human being. Like this is bad. This actually like this is the only person I feel this way about, bro. Like vehemently, man. Just watch the show.
Yeah,
and
I don't know. I just feel like
it's
she has
disgusting, man.
like on her show, like I said already, she just reports on things that people are doing. People are doing bad things. She'll report on it, and she's giving her opinion. And who are we to say now that no one out there has the same opinion as her? She's just saying something that people are scared to say. That's literally all that it is.
And to be honest, I think that like example, if I'm 50 Cent, yeah, and I see that like she's saying that, like to be honest, can I get mad at her for saying that? No, I can't. Why? Because she's saying facts. You know what I'm saying? I literally made a post that's negative about my kid, yeah, and then someone is saying, bro, take responsibility for your kid. How can I turn around and say, oh, why you doing this? Why you doing that?
but
like,
that's
I put myself on that spot.
Those are cherry picked examples, though.
Nah, not but
Because
they're-
like, how many times has she just said something mad wild about somebody, and it's like,
But I
Bro, that's
get what
like-
you mean, though.
like you can't, like literally, you can't just call somebody's wife a hoe. You know, like you can't actually. I mean, you can do that, but there has to be consequences.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and defend everything that she does because there have been some things where it's like Nicki, like Nicki Minaj, her husband, you know, on her show, she's continually calling him like a pedophile and stuff, and then Nicki had a go at her, like she's
Fair
like,
enough.
don't call him that, you know, don't call him out of his name,
Yeah.
type of thing. So in that sense, I understand.
Yeah.
It's like these are real people that you're reporting on, you know, calling them names and all of that type of stuff.
but
But like,
what we also have to understand
you
is
mean?
that like I get exactly what you're saying in it, right? But I don't know if she crossed the red line, right? Because I think the fact that she's doing on the day TV and all that stuff, right? So people are
But she's been like this for years. She used to be on Hot
Yeah.
97.
yeah, but
years ago.
But I'm saying that people are, you know, we're living in a society where it's a little bit sensitive in that, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like when you're saying things that always crossing the line, bro. Your show's gonna get canceled today.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and you know this in it,
Yeah.
right? You can't go out there and say whatever it is. I mean, you can. I mean, but like if you got fans in that, you can
Yeah.
say whatever, yeah. But to an extent, yeah, you go out there, you think you can be reckless, bro. I'm telling you, the next day your show's canceled,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So obviously, to see that she's been offering her opinions and she's being able to last for this long, it clearly shows that she hasn't been crossed the red line. Otherwise, she would have been canceled. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some shows where it's
But
like,
no, she's definitely been Hot 97. They canceled her.
yeah,
like-
I'm not talking. I don't know what happened
Back
to
in
Hot
the day.
97.
Back in the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
because she
Yeah.
was having a go at Angie Martinez. Like they both worked at the station. She was just causing mad issues and stuff over that.
yeah.
Right? It's like that's even your coworker,
Yeah.
right? And like then it was with Charlemagne because Charlemagne
Yeah,
came up
that-
through
that-
her show originally, like and whatnot, and then she just got rid of him and all this kind of stuff, and it was back and forth for ages. And it's like when you can't get along with anyone, that says a lot about.
I mean, it's hard to speak on those because that could have happened, and then now she could have learned from that. Then now she got
She's-
into a new platform, right?
Yeah.
And then now it clearly clearly the new platform that she's on hasn't made a left turn yet.
Like
you
her
feel what I'm
and
saying?
Charlemagne, they've made up. You know, they're all cool.
Yeah,
her and
Charlemagne's
and the
not
Kardashians
smooth
as well.
though.
he's made.
Charlemagne has
He
moves.
did one
Like,
last week.
like I love Charlemagne, but you can tell that the guy is like he's playing chess. He's
Yeah.
not like it really like takes her out on a date and pays for it after she leaves her husband. It's really just to doo-doo all over the guy. Like because
Yeah.
whenever he
Fair
mentions that guy, it's like he fully disrespects him. I think he says that's the only person in the world that he hates or something like that, right?
Really?
So it's like, I don't know. I don't think Charlemagne's like fully
It's genuine.
not genuine, but like this is just for the sake of the friendship
Yeah, yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like
You found something?
No, I can't even hear it. You're talking too much about Wendy Williams. Who else do you guys think of?
Taylor Swift. That's my person.
Oh man.
I would get rid of
Why?
her
Nah,
music,
Wait,
I
blank
disagree.
space.
her fan base.
Whoa.
I
Wait.
disagree
Wait,
Bro,
so
what's
much.
I'm
going on?
so
I'm
like,
not a Taylor Swift
whoa,
fan, but
whoa.
I like her music.
She's got
That's
good
the-
tunes.
no.
Bim, I can show you. I think I butchered the lyrics, but come on, bro. You tell me blank
What's wrong
space
with Taylor
doesn't bang?
Swift?
Bro, Pat,
I'm-
you go
I'm-
number one, bro.
I'm
Hits, bro.
genuinely okay never listening to a single
She just
song
won
of hers in my
6
life.
awards at their
Bro,
AMAs.
she's so annoying.
that's how
Like
good she
everything
is.
about what she does musically,
know.
in terms of her fan base, in terms of like just even things that she'll fight for. I'm like, because you have you've been given that America's sweetheart persona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Girl next door, all that kind of stuff. Like you're playing into that, and people don't look beneath it, and it's like you're only playing what suits your hand. You know, like I remember for like a hot while, like she wouldn't put any music to Spotify or something like that, right? So she kept all her music off streaming platforms or specifically Spotify, and she's like, oh, because you're not paying like us artists enough and all this kind of stuff, right? And she's like, oh, I'm really looking out for the smaller artists, and all the small artists are like, bro, like
Spotify, we're fine.
like we're actually okay. Like no one really, like nobody's actually getting paid that much from any streaming platform, right? And then it was like things like she was a bit of a Miley in a sense where it's like I'll use Kendrick for a feature because I know that'll get me in with the urban community, right? And then she does a show in like New Jersey or whatever, and she brings out Fetty Wap and all this stuff, and then she just drops them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like once it's over, it's like
There's no
well,
relationship.
I don't need them, right?
Everyone does that in the
Taylor
music
Swift
game,
is
though.
a
She
legend
never
in the
hopped on a feature for anyone. Like if any of these rappers would have asked her for a feature, I don't think she would have hopped on.
Her music can't do no feature anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Why? Ed Sheeran does features.
Ed Sheeran is the GOAT. What are you saying?
Ed Sheeran's great,
You know what? In fact,
but
I'm
like
gonna
he literally makes the same type of music as her.
Yeah.
Like that pop, everyone consumes it type of thing. But then it's like he really pays homage to different areas, right?
and you know what?
I
Hey,
don't know, but is it
that-
wrong for her to
that,
like want to just
Taylor-
stick to what
Taylor
she
Swift-
does?
that- Taylor Swift is GOAT.
I think there's
No,
an
no.
issue if you're gonna take a lot from a community,
Okay,
and
but
not
give
put back
anything
into
back.
it.
'cause
as
listen
well,
to this, fam.
right?
Listen
'Cause
to
if
this,
you're-
fam.
If a Kendrick feature is getting you number one on this and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and then you
Imagine
bring
he
in
wants
a leaned out Future just for
no,
for
no.
a record because that's gonna get you more spins on
Let me holler at you with this.
urban
you know.
radio
Future.
again, right?
No. You can even argue the fact that her putting these features on, she's creating a platform for them rather than for herself.
Future doesn't need a platform.
No, but it's like
Kendrick
now she's
doesn't need a platform.
she's
But-
exposing them to a
but
different
listen-
crowd.
Bro,
But listen to this. Okay,
No,
no.
that's
That's
not-
literally
that's
what
not-
I was
I had
telling.
this conversation.
That's not true,
bro.
That's
They
what I was
exposed
talking
her
to
to a different
I had
crowd.
this
But both.
conversation
No,
with
no,
Bar 2 days
No,
ago.
Listen. This is how I see it, right?
Alright.
Taylor Swift.
I told her
Taylor
she was a
Swift
music head,
makes
bro.
music for radios, right?
Yes.
Her music will be played at every radio station. Let's just take someone like Future. You'll barely ever hear his stuff on the radio, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Wrong.
No, I'm
Nah,
right.
that's right, bro.
Because
Bro, I
no.
told him
Okay,
same
let's just
thing.
say someone like Future who makes music, like you know what kind of music I'm talking about, right? His songs won't be played on the radio.
Future
The
might have a
moment-
more impressive career than her. The guy did
But
3
listen.
number 1 albums in 1 year.
But listen, I'm talking about.
No one else in the world
I'm
has done
talking
that
about
ever.
their music being played on the radio. You will
Okay.
hear Taylor Swift music played more on the radio than Future. The moment Future jumps on a Taylor Swift song, it's going to be played on the radio. And now people are going to be like, oh, who's this feature that's on Taylor Swift's song? They're going to go search it up. They're going to be like, oh, Future, who's Future? And then listen to his music. And then that's a whole different crowd who listen to the radio.
You know that's
who have
actually
never
not how it
heard-
works.
That's how it. No, that's
actually
how
the
it
opposite.
I
works.
had this
It's actually the
conversation.
opposite.
No, no,
What's the
no,
comment?
no,
What's the
no,
comment?
no,
No, I want to hear this.
Bro,
What's the coolest culture in the world?
bro, this is exactly how I started this with her as well, bro.
What's the culture that dictates culture
Thank
right now?
you.
Is it pop?
It's
Hip-hop.
It's hip hop.
Hip hop,
Hip hop.
yeah.
Hip hop has
Alright.
become pop. Pop is just popular, right?
Yeah.
So hip hop is now popular. So what that
I don't know.
Bro, I
hip-hop
had this
pushes the
exactly.
needle.
This is exactly what I
don't-
said, bro.
Nah, listen.
This is exactly what I said to her as well.
No. I don't believe that. I just feel like
what-
people like Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift, if they have features on their songs,
just
it's
happy
played
that
on the
I'm not
radio,
alone, bro.
and now it's going
right.
to open up to
Alright.
a whole
when
different
Ed
crowd.
Sheeran
Yeah.
puts Jay Huss and Dave
Yeah.
on a track, that's actually putting people onto another platform,
Mm-hmm.
right? Taylor Swift would never go and find, I don't know, who's a
Like
younger,
a lower.
Like-
YBN Corday.
right? She wouldn't get a YBN Corday feature,
Mm-hmm.
right? That doesn't serve her anything, but she would get a Chance the Rapper feature because that's like she's going. I'll get the very top of this thing because I know that this branches all the way down into this thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whereas Ed Sheeran does it and he goes, all right, let me get a
Us.
Huss feature, right? And like that's somebody that's bubbling and whatnot, but it's genuinely because I love this guy's music,
Yeah.
right? When she brought out Fetty Wap at her shows and stuff, it was like that was the year that he had 6-7 top 10 singles or whatever in a row, right? So it's like that really serves her.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. To me, she's one of those people where I'm like,
But I won't get rid of Blank Space.
all your music is replaceable. Like Katy
I don't
Perry,
think so.
like what's honestly that difference between her music, Miley Cyrus' music, Katy Perry's music, and
That's a
I don't
good
know.
one. That's a hot one.
No, Miley Cyrus and Katy Perry.
'Cause Katy
on
Perry's
that,
the
like, she is, but she's also gone through that transition with Miley. I don't know. Taylor Swift is just, you can't get rid of Taylor Swift. She has so many fans that if you got rid of Taylor Swift, you'll literally be wiping out half of the nation. Honestly, that's how many people like her.
You're not getting rid of her fans.
No,
like,
but
as,
it's like-
as human beings, like it's just like they were.
I know,
like,
but I'm
she's
saying,
never
like-
existed, so they're not fans of her because they don't. She never
Yeah,
existed.
that doesn't.
No,
affect
but it's
it.
like, okay, if Taylor Swift puts up an opinion or says, okay, guys, let's all vote. Do you know how many people would vote?
Thank you. You totally reminded me of this.
Yeah. What?
Okay. Do you see the whole mess that's happening with her and her manager right now?
Oh,
Okay, so
wait.
Scooter Braun is her manager, Justin Bieber's manager,
Oh, yeah, that guy,
Ariana
yeah.
Grande's manager, also somebody else I'd get rid of. Ariana Grande.
Ariana.
Nah, come on, the way.
Although I like her music sometimes.
But carry
So why
on.
would you get rid of her? Anyway,
I don't
so
know.
Carry on with
yeah.
the management.
The manager.
Yeah, so she basically put out this statement going, unfortunately, it's like she's being honored at the American Music Awards or something with like, or
That's where
VMAs
she
or
got the
something.
6
Oh,
awards,
is
it?
that the one? Where
Yeah,
it's like
AMA.
she wanted to perform like a medley of all the songs from her
Okay,
career, right?
yeah.
Fair enough, that's cool. Do you? And then she put out the statement like my management. So she signed to this label called Big Machine Records. My management and like the two guys in particular, Scooter Braun and another guy, they won't let me like do songs from the first 3 or 4 albums of my career or something like that, right? It wasn't true. Like none of that was true, right? It might have been things that have been said or whatever, like you know, little things, like around. It's probably better if you don't, or that kind of thing. But like you literally cannot deny somebody from performing their own
Their
material,
own songs, yeah.
right? Like that doesn't actually make sense, right? In fact, you can't deny someone from performing anyone's material. Like I could go on stage, like if Justin Bieber could go on stage and perform Kanye's album. That's like you can't stop someone from doing that, right? And then that happens all the time. You always see, you know,
Jacquees.
will do a
Jacquees, yeah.
cover
that's
of
going
someone
on in my
live.
head. Yeah,
and
that was
and,
so
and you
crazy.
can put a like cease and desist on the cover that he puts online, right? Because in case streams, all that kind of stuff. But at his concert, he can still do that if he
Yeah.
wants, right?
So why would she say that?
But so I don't know, she twisted this whole thing, and then Scooter Braun didn't say anything really about it. The guy's like, he moves like
Silently.
a good manager,
he's
right? Like
quiet.
he's a genius with this kind of stuff, right? And then eventually, like 3-4 days later, he had to put out a statement. He was like, look, I'd love to sit and talk to you, but you actually don't return any of my calls, right? You don't,
Yeah, I remember
like,
this.
you don't respond. Like, we've tried to set up so many meetings. Still, I'd love to set up a meeting
Yeah.
with you on your, he's like, I'll move any, like, day around. Like, I'll come sit in you, like, in a meeting with you. Like, I'd love to do that. But he's like, I have to say something right now because your fans are sending me, my family,
Yeah,
so many
I
death
remember
threats.
this.
And he's like, people have literally like to the point where someone called their home phone and was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna kill you and your
She didn't
kids
end
or
up doing
something
anything
like that.
about this, did she?
She and then she just stayed silent.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, for America's sweetheart and all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff, and you have so much influence over your fans, say something, right?
Yes.
That's the person I'd cancel. 100%.
That's the same thing that Beyonce does too, though.
About
Beyonce literally does that. When was it? There was like a post put up when her and Jay-Z were at a basketball game, and then Jay-Z was leaning over he was leaning over with a basketball, one of the
Oh,
team's manager's wife.
So
So they were
Lakers,
having a
yeah.
conversation. Beyonce was in the middle.
I love
He
it.
was having
It
a
was like
conversation
this.
with the wife, like in front of Beyonce, right? And Beyonce, she didn't look too pleased, but I'm guessing it wasn't because of the situation. Like she was just sitting there, like normal, neutral face.
Yeah.
And then the fans went wild. They were literally doing the same thing, sending death threats to the guy's wife saying, oh, you know, why'd you upset Queen Bee? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? To the point where she had to deactivate her Instagram because it was just becoming too much. And Beyonce said
insane.
nothing. Like, she literally said nothing. This lady
So
was
what does that
receiving-
prove?
What
like
if,
I'm saying,
what
Beyonce
if that lady
does
was
the same
Becky
thing
with the good
too.
hair?
No, she wasn't. 'Cause she had her husband was right next to her.
Yeah, but wait, what does that prove? Does,
I'm
still
saying
doesn't
Beyonce
mean.
does the same thing too. So now we're
what-
saying that.
what No is saying happens so many times in different forms and shapes.
Yeah.
It just happened there, but it's the exact same thing, but it's just in a different way.
Taylor Swift's still more
then
annoying.
Still
now-
doesn't change that.
No,
He
no,
wants
no,
to-
no, no,
That's the
but-
other thing. Taylor Swift hasn't offered me anything Beyonce has.
What has Beyonce offered you?
So much good music.
Taylor Swift has offered people
No,
good music
no,
too.
no.
Anyways,
Like,
Carlos.
No, not individually, but maybe because, bro, if we're thinking about like the biggest fan base, I can't. I'm thinking of Justin Bieber. I'm thinking of Beyonce, but I also get to add Taylor Swift up
Yeah,
there. in
Taylor
terms
Swift
of-
oh no,
big
she's
too.
she's definitely got like probably top 5 biggest fan bases
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'd gladly wipe them all out.
But for me, if you got that much fan base, for me, Taylor-
Obviously not the humans.
Nah.
you're
No, not the
saying.
human.
Nah, for me, if you got like that much fan base, I'm thinking that your music at least has to be okay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it has to be good in order for
definitely.
you to be like,
That's not true. That's actually not true.
okay, who's got the
What do
biggest
you
fan
mean?
base and the music is trash?
Bro, it's called a machine,
right now?
bro.
Billie Eilish.
It's called a machine.
No.
Bro, these are like industry plans are a legit
Yeah,
thing.
fam.
Like these
This
record
is why I
labels
couldn't
go,
talk to Mao about
this person
bro.
has an image
This-
that's gonna suit
Yeah.
us. We'll give them the right producers. We'll get them the Drake
No,
feature.
no, no.
That's
No,
like
no, no,
what?
no,
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 perfect
no,
example.
no, no,
Perfect
no.
example. Shut up. Perfect example. Alex from Glastonbury or whatever. The dude has now got a massive following or whatever from one.
That's not really industry.
No.
plan,
But they're trying to move in and jump off the hype. This is the same kind of moves that they do with these other artists that they make them fit this mold or whatever. Or it's the perfect opportunity to now just plant someone, gather a fan base. They have
But
nothing
Billie
really to
Eilish,
offer.
she makes music for a certain group of people
Billie Eilish
that
got-
enjoy it though.
I've never listened to
Yeah,
a
there's
single
people
song
who
of hers.
enjoy it.
Come on, bad
I
guys.
refuse to.
But anyways, when I was thinking of fan base, I'm not thinking of
I'm
like,
against everything.
I'm not saying within this small time frame. I'm talking about, you know.
Oh, that's
in a
crazy.
quiet-
Anyways,
be quiet, be
mate,
quiet.
we've been hating
No,
on
no,
all
be
these
quiet.
people too much,
We
bro.
were talking
Come
about
on.
like in a.
I mean,
Anyways,
Taylor Swift, if you ever want to jump
yeah,
on the
Taylor
podcast,
Swift,
you're
yeah.
welcome.
Are we canceling T.I.?
No,
Nah, I don't want to cancel T.I. I love T.I.
it's the Kang of the South.
Bro, T.I. is a king, innit?
Although he
That's
says
your king.
many
Reckless.
things that I do not agree with.
I still don't know who I'm going to cancel. I think I might cancel Drake or Chris Brown. I don't know.
Whoa.
What?
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 Now I know
People are
this
trying
guy's
to cancel Chris Brown, but it's not gonna happen.
Huh?
They're just hating.
I don't know. Chris
just
Brown
hate
gone.
me.
I don't know. Yeah,
Why
Chris,
would
Never.
Chris
To
to
Brown?
be
Is
honest,
the-
I don't know why.
Chris Brown might be the greatest R&B artist of our
It
generation.
literally is.
Chris
No,
Brown,
not even
He's
Mike.
honestly
Chris
great.
Brown, I don't know why, but I'm going to have to cancel you.
That's wild. The guy said Drake.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I was wondering.
You
I said
checked,
Drake.
yeah. You don't say anything. You can take me now. I know you love that song, bro. Go ahead. Take me later. Yeah, I said. What? No, what are you doing?
Nah, you can thank me now.
You just copied
Bro,
it.
no. Hey, beat his mic. I'm tired of this guy,
Okay,
bro.
nah, you know what? You
Bro,
guys
beat
are
his
disrespectful.
mic. Beat his damn mic, man. I'm tired of this guy.
The mic's
The
still.
mic. Hey, yeah, hey,
It's track
Chris,
14 on the first
hey,
album
Chris
he ever
Brown.
dropped.
Chris Brown, I love you, but
Yeah.
you gotta go.
Why? Why must he go?
No,
I don't know,
honestly,
man.
Why? That,
I heard.
Carlos is saying.
I heard he beat Rihanna. I don't know. Full stop.
What?
I don't know.
why did you do this? That's just stupid.
I like Rihanna. That's wifey.
Yeah, I like Rihanna too, but you can like Chris Brown too.
Why? That's how it works. Hey, anyways,
Separate the music from that.
Nah.
hey,
Still
look,
makes good music though.
These two on the race before we end up saying some dumb stuff. Anyways,
Wow.
Wendy Williams, it's great. All of that's crazy, but
All right, so who do we
I'm gonna
say?
still let her do her.
Wendy
anyways.
Williams,
so
Taylor
when
Swift.
Taylor Swift,
Wendy Williams.
Floyd.
Floyd.
This guy really said Floyd. I still can't believe
No,
that.
no, I'm not gonna cancel Chris Brown. I was playing.
Yeah,
dumb.
you checked. I don't know.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with Chris Brown.
Really?
Nah, there's no one I can think
Wait,
of.
so you have to get rid of all his songs?
Her.
All of
His songs,
all the
his-
songs, all the
I
movies.
just said all of us.
You gotta
So-
get rid of that Christmas movie that he
The
did.
movies,
That was
yeah,
so
you
nice.
can't.
This Christmas.
Bro, he didn't let him do anything.
He'll
The guy
be-
2 scenes. Boom,
And then
boom,
you
boom,
gotta get
and he
rid
left.
of if you run it, run it.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that song that
He's
is.
a great performer though. You can't deny
Yeah,
that. He sings, he
His
dances,
dance
he does
is
everything.
off.
All he does is
Everything.
He just does one backflip, and the crowd goes, "Wow!" And that's
Can
it.
you do half a backflip?
What? You want me to do it right now?
You wouldn't do it.
Is the camera on me? The camera on me. Oh, so that's all.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one said R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. No, I don't know. I don't know much about R.
His
Kelly.
music's not too bad. Bro,
Wait, so
was
you
sitting in
choose
the-
Chris Brown
I
over
was
R.
sitting in
Kelly?
the-
Maybe R.
I
Kelly.
was
Maybe
sitting
R.
in the
Kelly.
barber shop the other day, and Ignition was playing, and in my head I was
Oh,
like,
no.
because I've decided I don't stream any music that has R. Kelly in it anymore.
Wow.
Right? It's just a personal decision, right?
Okay.
But Ignition was streaming, and in my head I was like, disgusting. Like,
Next thing you know,
how could you?
No,
like,
2 seconds later.
stream this?
See.
2 seconds later, he said, "Let me get you that," and I said,
Cuss.
this guy's still doing this, man.
Oh man.
"All right, segue."
Oh man,
Speaking of,
Mama was bringing up something dope.
I might take away R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly, you gotta go.
Choked, bro.
You play
That's
with
it.
kids.
My guy said Chris Brown. This is why I'm trying to save you.
we are trying to be a good Christian podcast.
Oh, sorry. No. I'm saying that's why I'm canceling him because
Oh, okay.
he's playing with kids. We don't like that.
We don't do that over
We want
here.
to segue. Yes.
Right.
What's going on with us today?
My guy said us. I've been fine.
What? Your
All
jokes
right,
are not on point.
Society's
Fine.
Anyway, speaking of standards,
Mama just pull one of them.
yeah, I did. I pulled a no. I pulled a jollof.
Let's
rice.
hear it.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you guys, some standards between men and women in society. What do you guys, any examples that you guys can just throw out there?
This is gonna be a long ass
differences in standards.
Like, what are some?
Sleeping around.
Yep.
Women are allowed to cry.
And men aren't.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
These are
you
you
see.
guys
It's
saying
actually
these
one,
are
yeah.
your society's.
You're seen as
standards.
weak
As
if
weak,
you
yeah,
cry.
yeah.
Imagine I'm crying on the like. Don't worry.
The
don't worry.
bus.
Yeah, I'm in the bus or somewhere and I'm crying.
Don't worry, I don't want to go there again.
What? This guy real experience.
And I don't. Huh?
But yeah,
Okay, yeah, I like that. So crying, definitely.
Yeah,
What
so
else?
I was just, thinking, I think I was actually,
oh sweet. Do you have a full like
I
comparison?
was watching,
thing?
yeah.
All right, read them out. Let's see this.
Now let us say what she got
I
to
was-
say. Bro.
I will, I'll read it out, but like, I was just, listening to something that people were saying. It was just like how society
who's
has
that?
like,
Yeah, who's
different
bored?
standards.
It was no, bro.
I'm not doing this again with y'all.
No, hey,
I'm actually not.
hey guys,
Y'all are gonna respect me on this podcast right now.
Wait.
Listen,
Wait.
all of you,
I was listening. I don't.
listen.
Yesterday's shoot, Daniel did a madness.
You too.
Just kept pressing the no button.
You guys are actually so rude.
No, God, please.
Y'all are just.
Go say.
All right, bring it back. Oh, easy.
Anyway, so some examples are, like you guys said it before, with emotions. If a man and woman cry, the man's usually seen as weak, and the woman is, just emotional.
All right, do we agree with that?
Today's
as in,
society.
do we agree that
Yeah.
that's a society standard?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
If you disagree, comment below.
Shut up.
Another one is when men and women go through breakup. The guy will usually be seen, if they're sad about it, they'll be seen as pathetic, and the woman would just be seen as, oh, she's heartbroken.
Is that a society's expectation?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What guys are not allowed to be heartbroken? Is that what society says?
Yeah.
Like, it's not seen as, oh, they're heartbroken, let's take care of them. It's more of like, oh, why are you
Yeah.
being so pathetic for? Why are you crying about the situation?
Yeah, just get over it. It's just a girl. That's what they say.
That's what.
Yeah.
That, now society's expectation does move like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And
when
then-
girls are all good, they're like, yeah, go, you go, girl. Like you know.
You
blah,
don't
blah.
need him. You're
Yeah.
strong
But
now.
Carry on.
And I think one of the biggest ones that is seen in like a workforce is if a female is, trying to get her point across, or, what's it called?
Crazy.
Giving opinions and stuff. Yeah, it's either that she's crazy or she's the
Bossy.
B word. No, the other B word. Whereas the guy, it's like, oh, he's just being angry, or he's assertive, type of thing. So
Actually,
I definitely agree that that exists. 100%.
Even outside of the work,
yeah,
realm.
yeah.
It's like when you see a female that's like firm, assertive. Yep, nope. I don't like that. It's like, whoa, why
Hold on.
she acting like that for?
Yeah.
Like so bossy. But
Yeah.
then after that, when you see a male doing it, it's like,
Yep.
Wow,
dominance.
good, strong leadership.
yeah. Honestly, bro.
Yeah,
honestly,
that
like,
is
oh snap, the guy knows
exactly
what he's saying.
What else
Okay.
you got?
All right, what else is on the list? Go through them. Let's agree and disagree. I want to disagree with one.
Yeah.
Bro, you know you can just
if
read
someone's like, okay, so the scenario is I'm so scared, I don't know if I can do this. Guy, coward, girl, frightened.
So I don't know if I can
Sort
do
of.
this. So if a guy says, I don't know if I can do this, he's a coward.
Yep.
I disagree with that.
And the female is what?
is
she's just
scared.
frightened.
I've seen. 'cause
Nah, yeah, I agree
I've
with
seen
that.
it in both ways that people are accepting of someone
Yeah.
being genuinely scared or frightened of something, but then also people like man up because that's where you get this whole
Yeah,
man up.
but
kind
yeah,
of
you're a
mentality
man.
from. Yeah,
You know what I've realized that this whole PC culture thing, it doesn't actually exist in people. Like it's on the internet for
Yeah,
like
you're
in,
right,
in
you're right,
some
you're right.
circumstances, but going on TikTok, like I realized, bro, because you know how like it's a lot of 15, 16-year-olds that are making
Yeah.
these TikToks.
Yeah.
It's like these kids are not PC, bro.
they don't care.
They are just racist, sexist.
Bro, isn't this what I
homophobic.
said?
Like,
This is what
I'm like, bro, I don't think these school systems are working.
This is what I
Like,
said.
if you
bro.
guys are really trying to make everyone PC.
Yo, everyone thinks a madness in their head. Everyone.
Yeah.
No one just really ever wants to outwardly say it.
And these kids are just dumb enough
Like,
to post
you
it
know
online.
what? Whatever. But yeah, what else you
Keep
got?
going, keep going.
See, and one
agree
of
with
the
that.
things that you mentioned before was how, you know, women who have more sexual partners are stigmatized, whereas men are rewarded
Yeah.
for it. Do we agree?
Yes, into the society, definitely.
But I don't agree that the
I-
stereotype is correct. I
I
agree
mean,
that
of
that
course.
stereotype exists, but I don't. I like
Do you
guys.
think it still really exists?
I
It
think
does,
it
but
does.
the narrative
amongst,
is, it still
amongst
does.
your friends?
It's still the narrative's still there. Like guys will still be like, "Whoa."
like guys will still be like, yo, it is like, let's say a girl walks into the room, it's like, everyone's like, oh snap, who that? You know, a guy like, yeah, man, I've been there and that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh no.
See that? I've been seeing that all day. I don't know why.
messed up. But fam, this is what I'm gonna go finish off.
Guys will look at, like, a guy will be like, yeah, you know, blah, 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 I did my thing. And then it goes, no way, bro. Blah, 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 high five. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Go, high five.
Yeah, high five or handshake. I don't know what they do. But a female, she can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, oh, well, girl, why? You know?
Yeah,
All
but
that.
like I was saying, yeah, like the stereotype is definitely there. But I was like, guys shouldn't be doing a madness either.
Honestly.
in any
They shouldn't,
sense
but
as
it's
well.
accepted when they do.
Yeah, but that it's wrong that it's accepted, and
Yeah.
it's I've like even when I used to always hear that as the female defense, like girls would always be like, "But a guy doesn't, you know, it's fine when a guy." I've always used to say to girls like, "It's not right that the guy is doing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
either." To be honest, but
Don't be
That's a-
silly.
conversation for
Don't be
another
silly.
day, innit?
Talk
yeah.
about why next time or something.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
What else?
What else? on the list?
Another one is men are praised for taking care of their children, whereas women are expected to be the caregivers.
Damn.
I mean,
I see
they
that a
are
lot.
meant to be the
Nah, that-
nurturers and so on.
Okay, but
Yeah,
is that
they-
men doing that? Like, is it men doing the praising, or is it women
Or is it
doing the
women
praising?
praising the men,
example, I think I've even heard this more in my own mother. Like when she sees a father playing with their baby in public, she'll like be very like, oh, that's very sweet, very cute, very whatever. And then a mother doing that in public, and she'll be like, yeah, that's cute.
But you know what's funny? You think the same. I definitely know. I've thought the same many times. Like when you
father and the
recognize
kid?
that more when you're like, oh my gosh, like he's out.
But that's because
taking
I
his
see
kid.
myself in it.
Yeah, but it's also because of how much you don't see guys present. This is how crazy life is now.
That's true.
I
This is
get
how
that,
crazy
yeah.
society is now, that everything that is like kind of praised and applauded now is because it's abnormal, because it's not normal anymore.
Well, in that
Which is
case,
wild.
is it
A lot of
wrong-
these stereotypes
Is it
based
wrong
off that.
to champion someone for doing, you know, 'cause
Yeah.
it's something that
Yeah.
they should be doing, but since majority of people aren't doing it, isn't it something that, example, in school when you're like, you know, grade 3, grade 4, whatever, the whole class is going crazy, loud, everything, and there's that one good kid that's just sitting straight, paying attention to the teacher, and then the teacher goes, "Good job, Michael.
Yeah.
You're paying attention." It's like everyone's supposed to be paying attention anyway, but this one kid is actually doing it.
That just highlights how crazy the world is. That
Yeah.
so, but even going back to your question of like, is it right that you champion that? It's sad that we have to champion that because no one else is doing these normal things that are meant to be
Yeah,
normal.
yeah, yeah.
Even like, what's a perfect example, man?
Like, I think that
This
depends.
it's almost like you don't applaud a fish for swimming or whatever the phrase goes or something like that. It's like it's meant to be doing that or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's or what, however it goes or something like that. But I need to think of an example. But yeah, what are you saying, bro?
Like, I think it definitely goes both ways. You know what I'm saying?
But then Mother's Day is Mother's Day is celebrated way more than
Celebrated
Father's
more.
Day
Yeah.
for good, fair enough reason. I'm not mad at that.
Also, it comes back down to how guys or receive affection as well and stuff like that.
True.
This is again comes back to the
Because-
preconceived notions that everyone has in terms of how people should react or
with gender
behave.
and stuff.
All it's wild.
But this is the
Yeah.
thing as well. Like you say, when you have kids or whatever, at the end of the day, it's like, yes, both of you guys gonna take care of the kid together and so on, yeah. But it is more of your wife that will be changing the nappies and staying there. And then when the baby cries, guess what? She's the one that's gonna be getting breastfeeding the baby and so on, right? So then after that, when we see guys actually changing the nappies and doing that, it's like you're doing her job. So well done for doing that, if that makes sense. So it's not applauding them because there's an absence of the guy. They're applauding the guy because now you are stepping up and you are also doing her job, if that makes sense.
Okay. Let's assume that that's her job, right? If the guy stays home all the time and then she goes out and gets the money, would we applaud her for doing his job?
Oh, you're asking all of us now as well?
Yeah.
I think we would definitely applaud
I
her
don't
for
think society would applaud it. Society would applaud the guy for the confidence
staying
that he
home.
has to stay home.
Yeah.
But they would be like, as if you're going to leave your baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They would
It's a
shame her
baby.
for that.
Why you leave
for
the
leaving.
baby?
I mean, I think it would definitely depends on the situation, right? Let's say the guy doesn't have the
No,
ability
don't add
to
more
work.
sprinkles, bruv.
No,
Don't add more sprinkles.
no.
to it.
Of course, you gotta add sprinkles because
No.
no. That's what it is, though.
Now you're making a one-line situation.
No, because that's exactly what it is. It's like, bro, if you have the ability to work, why are you not taking care of your family? Why are you staying home? If that makes sense. So you know now it depends on the situation. If he doesn't have the ability to work and he's staying at home, and then she's going as like, you know what, I'll take care of us. We're going to her and say, well done.
Yeah.
You did
Go get the money. Go get the money.
That's
Go
the
get
one,
money.
man.
And then for the guy, it's like, cool, bro. You can't work, but you're also doing something
At
to
the
the
same
fam.
time.
So well done as well.
Do you guys feel there's any societal standards or stereotypes that are positive or good?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No, unrelated.
Yeah.
It was, I was going to like a bunch of open homes on the weekend and stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
And it's insane how quickly you can figure out what the race of the people that lived in the house was.
What do you mean?
Like
Smell like
smells, paintings, all that.
What-
Like
what's
straight
up?
away, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this was a
Indian
Arabic
family.
family, or Indian family, or a
Nah, that's
African
right,
family,
yeah.
or like Caucasian, easy,
Yeah.
right? Like, or like even depending on how much you've traveled and stuff, it's like, oh, this is clearly Albanian household.
yeah.
Right? Like you can just pick it up. And I was doing that. It was like me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, and like just literally doing that. And I was like, wow, like as much as people try to push like, you know, everyone's exactly the same and stuff, it's like, no, it's pretty
They're
obvious.
not,
to
yeah.
tell our differences sometimes as well.
No, for real, man. Yeah. So, okay, going along that. Yeah. Are there any positive stereotypes that we feel are correct or are true?
That black
should
people are
be out.
athletes.
Sorry.
Or
what?
In society, in gender roles.
in gender roles.
Oh,
Yeah.
gender roles.
Any what?
I thought
Sorry,
you just said any.
Stereotypes or assigned gender roles that society perceives that or like that actually makes sense.
I can agree with that. Oh,
the mother as nurturer,
yep.
the
Always.
father as protector, or the man as protector.
That's a
That's
positive
what.
gender role that you say is that makes sense. Yeah.
I think it makes most sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
I actually don't mind if the mother stays home looking after the kid and then the guy gets the money, taking care of the family. Like I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that is the stereotype. But I was like,
Clear that damn throat.
it's like that is the stereotype. But it's like, oh, I'm not gonna go against that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
yeah,
What about father as the head of the home?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go down that? Because a lot of people don't like hearing that.
They're done.
Oh,
But
When
this
you
is the
say
thing.
head of the home, what do you mean?
The leader, like he's
Yeah.
like he's kind of directing where we go as a family.
So is it
pilot.
like if I want to do something,
It's,
Or like
of course, this is what it is. Of course,
make a purchase, I gotta ask you?
no, it's not like that. So
It's called dictatorship.
yeah, we're not saying, look, this is what I want, or this is what we're gonna do. Like, of not also having a decision in the thing, right? We're saying that okay, we're both gonna sit down. What is it that we're trying to achieve as a family? Where we're trying to go, and all that stuff, right? So you guys made decisions together, right? And after that, he will start to lead to be like, okay, cool. This is how we're gonna start doing it. This is why we're gonna do it this way, and so on, so on. It's not like, oh, you know what? This is what we're doing, and this is exactly how we're doing it. And I think a lot of people kind of get mad with this whole thing because they think that the guy's superior. No, we're not saying anyone is above anyone. You guys are on the same level, right? The guy can't
That's
be the
why
leader.
God made the woman from the side of him.
Yeah. So the guy can't be the leader without your support. And I think that's what people have to understand, right? It's like, I can't go nowhere. It's almost like I can't.
Sorry, like, wait, you actually finish your point.
So I was going to say, let's just say, I'm on a ship. It's like, I don't know, like, I need you to provide the map as well, right? If you're not there, I don't have the map. I don't know where I'm going in it.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And it's the same as maybe you have the map, but you don't know how to drive this thing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we both need each other equally, and the role is equally important as well. It's just a guy saying, okay, this is how we're going to do it. Of course, you need to be there as well, because the Bible also says that you also need to
It says, wives, submit to your husbands.
Is it
and
submit?
husbands
That's-
love
yes.
your wives.
So
like
the
Christ
wives,
loves
yes.
the church.
So see, it goes.
That's the verse that gets people
Right. Okay, but that's not fun on the male's end
as well.
What's not fun?
more than the female's end.
Word.
Wait, what's not fun?
Think about it.
Elaborate.
Wives submit to your husbands. Okay,
The wife submit to the husbands.
it's just because in this day and age, the term submit and all that kind of stuff makes you feel like you're under and all that kind of stuff. Men love your wives like Christ loved the church. What did Christ do for the church? He gave up his life for it. That's not the requirement from the woman whatsoever. Right?
What, to give up your life?
Yeah.
Are you saying like the male is sacrificing more?
I'm not saying the male is sacrificing more, but the
But-
male should be prepared
That's
to
the
sacrifice
extent.
more.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if we're gonna
So
go,
it's like and then the whole thing is like, kind of side point on this is like, what is it like? If it's always the man leading, then the woman has no say, and that's actually not true. Think about it. A guy asks you out, and it's like he took the first step to ask you out, but the ball's totally in your court, depending on where this thing's gonna go. Like you say yes, then okay, you get to go out. You say no, then you don't get to go out with her.
it's funny, yes, because the same females that complain about this whole thing, yeah, and the same females that expect the guy to pay on the first date and expect, them to pick him up.
He just doesn't want to.
This guy's sour, bro.
No, like real talk,
Same
innit?
females, he has one person in mind.
No, there are some females I like that's like, you know what, like why you guys saying that, oh, you think I'm inferior, this is that. But at the same time, it's like, if you want to take me out, if you want me, you have to take me out.
me
You're paying for the
out.
first day.
Ask me out.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, right? We're coming to you. I want you. I want to take you. I'm going to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? If even like with marriage, and I'm coming to your house. I'm asking for your
Would you ever-
blessings,
Yeah, hold on.
your parents'
Yeah.
blessings.
Let's stop talking.
I'm taking
Let's
you in
stop
it.
talking. Mara, what do you think about when you read a verse like that? Or how would you, what's
Reason it.
what's the female's perspective on looking at something like that?
For me, I obviously don't mind it because I understand it deeper than, just reading the verse and then seeing the word submit. But I can see from another woman's point of view where it's like, if we're living our day-to-day lives, we're not making any major decisions. So it's not going to affect us in that way. But let's say now there is, this big decision that comes about and we both have to sit down and, figure it out together. When that verse comes in, it's kind of like, the man is going to make the last decision. So it's like I get a say, but my say is overridden by him. And that can be in anything. The man overrides what the woman says or what the woman feels. You get what I mean? So then I see why people are like, submit to the man. It's like, do I really have a say, or do I really get to put, my foot forward in big situations, or just in anything in general?
This is a problem with that, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna relate this to
The most male response ever.
I'm gonna relate this to a management style, yeah,
Yeah.
which is being able to consult, right? Let's just say you're the big boss here, and
Yeah.
like, Carlos, come here. Like, what's your idea? Tell me what we should do. I'll tell you whatever, yeah. I'll offer my ideas to you. You're like, okay, you know what? Thank you for your idea. I'm gonna go make my own decision now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think about if I should take us into consideration. I just want to listen to it, right? And that's exactly the situation that you're describing, right? And I feel like in a marriage, you have to make decisions together.
Yes.
You shouldn't be able to offer your opinion and then the guy say, let me think about it and I'll come back to you and I'll tell you whatever decision I'll make. You both have to make decisions together and then he'll be able to figure out steps and some action plans and he comes back to you and say, hey, this is how we're going to do it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's like, all right, let's put this super biblical in terms of like, Jesus did everything for you that if he's asked you now, don't get drunk or don't, have sex before your marriage and stuff like that. Okay. Like, I'll do that. Like, you sacrificed everything for me. Right? And in the same way, it's like, chances are, it's like your husband's never going to have to physically lay down his life for you. But you should be with somebody that's willing to go to the ends of the earth to provide for you, protect you, give you what you desire, constantly love you, all that kind of stuff. That you go, you know what? I will let you. Not let you. What's the word? Like, I'm okay with you.
I have trust.
I have trust in you making these big calls and these kind of things. Not that you're doing it independently of me. It's just that, like, I trust you enough to have my best have the best intention for me when you make any of these decisions. Like, you're not making selfish decisions. You know what I mean? Like, as the husband, you're not going, all right, let's sit down, let's talk about this. You think A, I think B. Okay, I'm gonna do B because I prefer B. It's not like that, right? It's like she thinks A, I think B. Maybe there's a middle ground in C. Maybe there's another option in D or whatever it might be. Or maybe B is actually the best option, but because it serves her the best.
You know what's crazy as well though, like well, for one, I see that definitely in my parents. Like, it's funny. I always look at my mom and in terms like of how she relates with decisions that are made, right? And like she is exactly like that. She knows exactly that whatever my dad ends up deciding is 100% is
with her in
all
mind.
The different factors, her in mind, the family in mind, their relationship in mind, all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then I'm also now thinking about it like, what about someone who isn't also like my mom's actually an assertive character herself, so this might not even make sense what I'm trying to say. But imagine an assertive character, right? That like she stands her ground and he also stands his ground. Someone who is like that would not want, like, that's a major sacrifice on her end to go into this whole thing of like,
in terms of just to let the guy lead.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna let you lead and I'll allow you to have our best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like you can also equally do the exact same thing. That's a crazy dynamic to be in.
Yeah. Doesn't, like, I mean,
is it as bad? Is
marriage
it that bad?
is a sacrifice, isn't it?
Yeah. Marriage is crazy, man.
So let's, like, obviously with all the roles that we've mentioned, let's say the protecting, the providing, nurturing and all that stuff, can we agree that anyone can do that? Wife, husband, female, male, anyone can do that, right? So,
but not the nurturing, not as.
Do you think any man can
but that's the question though.
No, there's some elements that are clearly different.
If you take out breastfeeding, 'cause that's probably like one of
Yeah.
the biggest one. If you take out breastfeeding, because not everyone breastfeeds though, everything else can be done by a male as well, can't they?
So the question is,
sure.
all the roles that I've mentioned here, can it be done by anyone?
Which are the roles?
Like the protective, providing, or
Nurturing,
whatever,
protecting.
nurturing and all that stuff. Can it be done by anyone?
A woman can protect and provide for her family.
They can, she can, right?
Definitely.
And what about the guy? I think the guy can obviously protect,
Nurture
provide,
and-
but at the same time, he can support, nurture, and even the emotional intelligence part. But I think the
Definitely.
reason why we're able to say, no, you know what, you do this and you do that, is not because you can't do it. It's because these guys or this person is better at it and you're better at this. So let's try to stick to what we're better at. Like, I can
And then the
support.
team's gonna win that way.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm a defender and then I'm trying to play striker, it's like, bro, you're a better striker than me, you know?
Bro, we're not scoring goals.
Yeah.
And we're conceding for no reason.
Conceding. No, but that's facts though. It's like I can't like I can probably make few runs or whatever, but I don't have the ability to strike like that.
Yeah.
You're better at that.
You lost that half of the table. Let's go.
Huh?
Oh, football talk.
That
real
was,
quick.
that was like strike what?
Going
Strike a
along,
matchstick.
In case you guys didn't know, we're talking about a soccer. But
going along that line of thinking of playing to your strengths. Then
Yeah.
let's say the wife is the one that is better at leading.
Wifey.
Yeah, let's say wifey is a better leader.
yeah, but
Right.
then obviously becoming the better leader is. But carry on, add on that.
If wifey is a better
Should
leader,
have picked
you've,
another man.
Huh?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you've gone clearly against what.
Your strengths are.
No, it's gone completely opposite to what the verse is saying, right?
No.
So, no, in terms of if the wifey's the better leader, right? The guy's not the better leader. So the female she'll be the decision maker because she's just clearly a better leader.
Okay,
than
but
the
what
man or
makes her a
something, right?
better leader? Though, because I think you being a leader in your workplace does not make you a better leader in your relationship.
I'm just saying she's a better leader in the relationship.
Like she's the more assertive
Like
one.
She has better ideas.
Okay,
stuff
if,
like
if,
that,
if,
right?
if that's the case, then
if
honestly,
that's the case, what
then
do you guys
honestly,
feel in that?
no. If that's the case, then honestly,
Wait,
do
but-
your thing.
Hold on. Why did submission only come to making decisions? Submit in everything,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So honestly,
right? Like, as in, submit. Like, as in, it's not just
Oh, because that's just what people
submit
think.
to your husband and become useless. That's not what the verse says,
yeah, that's
right? It's not like submit and now forget that you are an individual with opinions and thoughts.
People
and all.
want to see how does that work practically though as well now.
yeah, that's
You know what I
facts.
mean?
So to me, it's like
in just across the board.
yeah, like being there for them and
Offer your love to
Sacrifice.
only him.
yeah, like sacrificing things for them. That's being able to submit to that person.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But going back, and to be honest, I've seen a lot of situations where it's like the female is a better leader, and I've seen marriages where the female is actually the leader as well. Why? It's because it works well with the strengths compared to the guy as well. So I think if that's your strength, whatever, work with it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get Brett Ryan
oh yeah.
Hit him up.
onto the podcast.
Yeah,
Brett
let's
Ryan, we want you on the podcast, man. Family Matters, yes? Family First?
Yeah, that's the one.
Family Matters is the show, right?
Good stuff.
Hey,
Family First.
what's his name
Huh?
on Family Matters?
It's not unusual to me. Oh, I just plugged that.
Oh man, that's
Bill
crazy.
Bellamy.
Yeah.
All right.
You probably butchered
Wait.
that name completely, bro.
Nah, that's right.
What's up, Carlos?
I just realized you probably didn't finish off that list, yeah?
No, she did.
No, I did.
Oh, that was all?
Praise
think so.
God.
Okay.
Praise God.
Hey, man.
Thank you
After that, we've been sitting here for ages, bro.
for joining us
My back is hurting.
for another episode.
Oh,
The
Disruption
Podcast.
That's the one.
that was good too.
That was
Horrible.
kind of cute.
Yeah, I kind of like.
Cute.
Yeah, guys, can we do it one more time? Okay.
All right.
No?
Thank you for joining us,
you wanna-
man.
Don't forget to head over to our YouTube
Yeah,
page,
if
guys.
you're listening on Apple,
subscribe.
well,
I
that
think
and
just
leave
let-
us a review if possible.
Yeah, leave some comments
Our reviews are
Down
looking
below.
nice.
You
know?
can't leave comments on
on
Apple.
YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube.
Someone-
I thought we're
someone-
trying to plug YouTube more, guys.
Someone said we miss Carlos.
And then if you're
I
on
miss you too.
Spotify, hit the follow button.
Hit the phone.
Yeah.
Hit the quan.
Check us out on Instagram at the Disruption Couch.
All right, bye.
Across the board, you know,
All right.
do the
I love y'all,
socials.
man.
Peace, love.
See you guys next week. We out.
Out.
You
Ask me
guys
out.
talk too much, bro.
Ask me out.
All right.